And we are live and direct from Cardiff, South Wales, UK, on a date. Doesn't matter. But what is important is the juices, which I'm bringing to you on this extra wiggly and extra fuzzy flat thumb Flaterday. Does that hear a cheer then? I thought I heard everybody go, yay! But that might have been in my head. So, what are we going to talk about this week then, guys? Hi, Dusky. Hiya, Cheryl. There's Cheryl. Cheryl's gone home. I've got another guest today. Cheryl's my girlfriend. She's gone home to Texasville. But I got a guest across the table who's popped in. And make Mel. Mellage. So, it's going to be good, this show. It's going to be very, very juicy. Let me just make sure my comms are in order. X got an advert playing. So yeah, make sure to share this out, guys. 79 of you just showed up. Make sure to share this out. Get some people over. I'm sure it's boiling hot in America and people are in by their air conditioning, waiting for a fuzzy flat thumb event, which is what they're going to get tonight. There you are. I think my volume is okay. If it's not, please tell me. Okay. I am Mr. Razda, I think Irie, and there's Lane Graffy, Fat Thumbs from Missouri, and Hippie Shakes in the house, and Neil, and Lynn. Happy Flaterday to Tennesseeville as well, and everywhere in the realm. It matters not for this day. How's Australia, Raina? Hi, Raina, and Max Swarbrick is in the house, and Raina, who is hanging precariously upside down. Ben Elphic's looking for a new man. Yes, yeah. Ben Elphick, what, is he not with J-Lo anymore? Anyway, newsflash. Guess what? Just come up on the phone just now. Somerset House in London is on fire. Apparently, there's like 100 fire engines there trying to out it. Don't go off my channel now. Go and have a look. Just take my word for it. Okay, that has happening. Which is weird, because coincidentally, it's concerning the post, which I'm going to post about tonight. It's like you can't make it up. It's just crazy. So, what I've been thinking about is this. Lots of things, actually, but primarily this. The Gothic cathedrals of the old world are here today, aren't they? You know, like Cologne Cathedral or Notre Dame Cathedral or all of the other famous cathedrals, they are here today. And they're meant to be, like some of them, over 1,000 years old. Yet all of the other buildings from that age are in ruin. Why is it that these Gothic cathedrals survive earthquakes, flooding, wars, and any other natural disasters or anything that could happen over millennia, apparently, and they're still there today? Yeah, this is just incredible upkeep by monks. I do not know, but I think there is some device connected with Antiquiphone, which you're going to look into in this post, connected with sound and vibration, and that churches, and I'll show you some examples. A good example, guys, would be, excuse me, my camera. A good example would be Cologne Cathedral in World War II. So they literally drop a squillion bombs on Cologne, and they use the church, which you would do as a marker because you use the most prominent building for, you know, your bombing campaign, something to look at. Yeah. And then you drop your bombs, but every single bomb misses Cologne Cathedral. And this narrative is replicated like everywhere. St. Paul's Cathedral, everything around it completely flattens except for the cathedral itself. It's like if it was bomb-proof or just basically invincible. Amiens Cathedral. God, I could just go on and on about how many cathedrals have just escaped the Blitz and World War II and everything else. Is there more going on? Because the rest of antiquity is all in pieces. Now, you can appreciate that apparently the narrative for a lot of the abbeys being in ruins is because of Henry VIII and the Reformation of the abbeys, because apparently they're Catholics and they can't go, so they smash up their abbeys. But apparently burnt more. And like with Glastonbury Abbey, for example, you don't really see any evidence of any fire. You just see old ruins for all of them. And these places are massive, some of these abbeys. So Tintern Abbey, another good example. I think there's something else going on. And we're going to get to that now. Other things we're going to think about is sound and vibration. Now, we think on Flat Earth British that the Phoenicians are blind. The Phoenicians are blind, and they were creating some sort of 3D mapping technology so they could get about in this place in a blind, environment for them, because they didn't really need eyes. They were from the watery deep. So they were blind. So we're going to look into some Tartarian or Victorian devices from the 19th century for concealed hearing aids, which you could have bought on catalogue apparently in the 1800s, where you can put them in your wig, clip them on here, and like literally nobody knows because apparently there's a lot of deafness apparently going on. So there's these sound devices that apparently one of them is called the Phon, F-O-N, which 3D maps an environment for the person. It's just absolute crazy technology, really advanced. We'll look at all of that later. And some etymological breakdowns that we've discovered. I talked about in the last few days. We're going to look at an old photographic record of Jerusalem. Okay, it's really, really weird, these ones from 1870. So they're super early, probably the earliest you're ever going to get hold of, which show you a completely fucked up and ruined Jerusalem. We'll have a look at that. And a San Francisco book that got given to me a year ago, but I re-stumbled upon it because I forgot to post it, and it's absolutely fantastic. Where do you see the images of what they're saying was going on with San Francisco a year or two after? That will surprise you. And 1,000 things besides. That's what we're going to be doing today. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to do all of the YouTube things. But to start with, we're going to do something that you've maybe never done before. Okay, there's going to be maybe a couple of firsts in this for you guys. And one of them will be, we're going to listen to how the instruments of ancient world sounded, or some examples of them. We're going to be looking at what is in the title of this post, the Calcophone. The Calcophone was a Phoenician item that was found in a Phoenician burial. We've seen images on it on the Phoenicians when they come in with the Bacchusite parades, and it looks like a washboard that you see, exactly like a washboard actually. But they've only said that they believe it to be a percussion instrument, possibly, and they've hypothesized it was used for ritual, etc. But they don't really know. It could have been something else. No, to me, it looks like technology. So we're going to have a listen to other instruments, musical instruments of the day that we've seen on Flat Earth British. The sistrum. You may have seen this item. It's square with like screws in the edges. So we're going to listen to all of these. And we're going to wonder, this is apparently the technology that they used to take down the walls of Jericho. Apparently the walls of Jericho turned to rubble and all fell down because of the sound of trumpets, the sounds of drums, and the sounds of these things made it all just fall down. So we'll have a listen, and we'll imagine it being amped up. And we'll imagine that there is a destructive quality to sound and vibration, but also a protective quality. I think there may be, it could cause a protective dome or bubble effect. The knobbly bits, I've been wondering about the knobbly bits. Do they really just interact with the ether, the knobbly bits on cathedrals, or do they create some sort of protective energy around them? And not just God energy, I mean energy that is in a form of magnetic energy that will sort of keep this place from getting blitzed in wars, earthquakes, and everything else. Some sort of reset technology is what I'm thinking about. And loads of other stuff besides. So let's have a little gathering. 250 of you just shit out of nowhere. We got Marianne's in the house. Hi up, Dimples. How's it going, sweetness? Hope everything is well with you all. And we got Hippie Shake in the house. And we got Joe's in the house. Hi, Joe. Joe's in the house. And Raina Lusted. It's a true story. It's a Quinn Martin production. And there's Cheryl Bailey, who is front row seat, FEB. And India Wilson, who is holistic media. And Squirrel Sniper, he's in chat. Squizzle. Hope to catch up with Trinity 4 next weekend. The last Sunday of the month in Speaker's Corner. Because I know he's going to that. So I hear that Nathan Oakley is speaking at the Flat Earth Social. I've done myself a few months ago in Bournemouth. I'd love to go. I'd love to go and see Nathan down there. Catch up with the old Flat Earth mob. So, and that's all the things that are going to be happening. Now, next Friday, you can catch me on Rise Above. I've put the link into my community page. They were on Jason's channel last night talking about all the woes of Britain. Oh, how we suffer. Oh, how we suffer in Britain. So we suffer so. So that's the thing. Apparently, if you believe propaganda, that is. Otherwise, you could just mind your business, not give a shit, and just get on with your day, which is basically what I do. Maurice and Stu. Weekly Fat Thumbs. Right, let's get straight into the juice this week, because we've got a lot to get through, and probably maybe in the region of 1,000 images. So do you want to say hi, Mel?
Hi, yeah.
Say hi. I'm going to put the camera quick.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
So you've been helping me a bit of decodage here this afternoon. So I got something fucking hair or something stuck in my throat. It's horrible. I can't get it out. Can't even fucking speak properly. Right then, let's get stuck straight into the juice. Make sure to share this out if you would. Cool geezers. There's stuff to listen to in here as well. So I'll make sure I got my volume ongoing, which is always a good thing when you're sharing. Excuse me. I know. Okay, we start here with the Phoenician bronze Calcophone. Now, I've heard of cacophony, which sort of sounds like you're making a right bloody din, Matt, which is what people have said in the past to me. You're making a right bloody cacophony. So here it is, and it looks like, I don't know, a washboard. It even looks like an abacus, actually. It's got beads on poles, but it reminded me somewhat of an organ on its side. Maybe fasces, is all rods bound together in a way. And two opposing Tauruses on either side, which is our Tauruses. So it's creating some. So it gives me the buzz, because of what we decoded with the fasces, of possibly some sort of more, maybe some sort of electromagnetic weaponry. But, in the official narrative, they found one of these artifacts in Italy, in southern Italy. It's supposed to be from the Stone Age, or early Iron Age, excuse me, Stone. And there it is, the sistrum. It does really look like an abacus. But they do say that, it was made of two perforated bronze bars, so holes through them, between which a series of tight bronze coils are fixed. Originally, they would be held in place by wooden sticks or wire. They were believed to be a percussion instrument, so believed to be, they don't really know. Held in one hand and hit with the other, maybe. The attire of a woman buried in the grave with the Calcophone was characterized by the body, dress, and ornaments. So clinking sounds as she moves. But they're saying that it's just pure hypothesis. They don't really know what the thing does. So we're going to have a look at some of these examples of musical instruments. Now, I'm going to give you the link for this because I'm not actually sure later whether or not I'll get clobbered for these, but I don't think so. If I just share the link, it's only seconds of instruments. So what we got here is a Anatolian bronze sistrum. Now, you've all seen this thing, haven't you? Okay, it is a, excuse me. It's this is the person who's made this, Castro. So all's good then. All's good. Number one. This seen this.
A belt, a ring of protection.
Oh shit.
And then you've got a halo, which is a ring of protection.
Well, the next one now is from Italy again. And this one is Etruscan. And this is a, excuse me. Have a listen to what this sounds like. So it sounds like a bloody rattle, really, doesn't it? Like a baby's rattle.
Bad rattle.
Yeah, it's like somebody with a bit of bronchitis. So it sounds rather flat, doesn't it? So they're just proposing. I don't think that sounds very musical at all, but maybe if you just, had 10,000 of them. So Etruscan clay rattle. So they're really annoying. We used to have these in football matches when I was young. People had rattles. So an Etruscan rattle. Let's have a listen. Sounds a bit dry and nutty, a bit like me. So, yeah. Maybe different atmosphere, different sound. It's good points there, Marianne. So, yeah, they seem really bland. There's an Etruscan bronze rattle. That's just like... Well, that one's fucking shit, isn't it? And this one is a clay horn. Now, they're supposed to have had these in Jericho, right? When they're walking around with the Ark of the Covenant. They're blowing the shit out of horns, banging drums and other stuff, like these instruments which we're showing you. And the walls fell down. So, they can be quite destructive, amped up. So what's a clay horn sound like? Well, it's a bit flattened like the others. It would be better if you farted through that. In fact, it does sound like a fart. It sounds like a high-pitched fart, but that's what they... So imagine now we're going to go step back in time. Step back in time. All you can do is step back in time is what we're doing. And there they are. So imagine that trumpet sound, okay, that you just done, right? Amp it up by a couple of thousand. And then drums and whatever magical devices in here. And then Jericho, which is a proper big city, according to some narratives, it ceases to be. It crumbles. So here they are, but this is like a medieval depiction of said event at Jericho. Everyone's like Middle Ages, but there they are, hundreds of horns, and they've got what is probably an electromagnetic device, some sort of generator. Ark of the Covenant. There it is. They carry the Ark through. This is also medieval. Jericho set in a medieval environment in most pictures of the Renaissance era. And there they are. You've got a harp, okay, which is a stringed instrument. And you've got a lot of these. We'll look into some instruments shortly. Have Fibonacci sequence in them and give off, prime quality, vibrational quality, which... like you can shatter a champagne glass, an opera singer can do. So if you can get like a really maybe high pitched, maybe not even audible, you can fuck things up proper. So there it is in the background. You can see it's a monster. It's like Minas Tirith, okay, in Lord of the Rings. But here they come, a load of what look like Arabs carrying the Ark of the Covenant with a menorah in the middle. And on the back of it as well, which I've never seen before, which is interesting. Strings instrument, because that's going to fuck your day up, apparently. Waving incense and blowing trumpets, and that's enough to cascade your building. Here again, Middle Ages. Apparently Jericho's in like a German city in the nice countryside. No desert actually exists in this period, apparently. So instruments of the old world have positive qualities, negative qualities. These are organs. Okay, now I live in Mel actually discovered this one. Give her credit. Credit's due. I live in Glamorgan, which is a county in South Wales. Glamorgan, named after Morgan Le Fay out of King Arthur Legends. But it also says Glam Organ. Organs in my county name. Makes perfect sense, actually. Yeah. So these organs, okay, would create acoustic value in these buildings for healing and I think a whole number of permeations, but definitely there is the thought that these buildings, because they survive so many ages, have some sort of protection, and these could have caused the protection. They could have caused a shell. This is interesting. Bells as well. So bells, they could be dampeners. They could be dampeners and loosening off the energy of maybe seismic activity or even, you know, just to equalize the electromagnetics in like weather situations. But this bell has been coded with sad. Okay, so it's gonna charm the ether. It's got a weird 2-4 thing going on. It's got I don't even know what's the 2 6s in astrology. Yeah, laying down anyway. And it says
It's a fish. It's the Pisces,
Pisces, yeah.
But it's a yin yang, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's all sorts, isn't it?
Tetragramation. I'm not sure what that actually means. No, it doesn't say frag. It says tetragramation. Tetragramation. I'm not sure what that is. And LO underneath. LO. But yeah, it's a bit menacing, that bell, if you ask me. It's got sad on it.
Hello at the bottom.
Hello. Oh, it's Cancer. Thank you, professional.
Oh, sorry.
It's Cancer.
Okay.
Of course it is. Bloody hell. My mother and sister were both Cancerians. You'd think I'd know that, wouldn't you? And Cheryl's Cancerian. I don't know. It's silly. It should be the crab. You sure that's not Pisces?
Yeah,
I think it's fucking Pisces or Gemini, you know.
No, Gemini's the 2 twins of the
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, tetragrammaton. Thank you, Roger. Fuck knows. Sounds painful, though. Tetragrammaton. Thank you, Kay.
Maybe it tests the density.
Is God of Christianity, Crafty Rabbit says. See? Fucking, I learn something new every day, yeah. See, I didn't know any of that. I have heard of it now. You're thinking I would mention it. I mention it, actually. So there's a bell. I don't know what it's doing deep in the ground and in the mud, but there it is. Looks like they've like dug it up somewhere along the line, but it's a monster bell.
Nice and shiny.
It's shiny. It's a shiny bell. Say no more. This one, it's a sort of harpsichord. There's a music that comes from the otherworldly realm that is close by, and it is the music of the harpsichord. I have heard it. And this is a type of, you know, obviously stringed instrument, but this would have been the first sort of pianos. But, you know, they introduced these keyboards into the church machines after they found them, or founded, which is found dead. But can you imagine? I think there's more than that, you know, this. And I think there's metal in the walls. I think these whole buildings and what's underneath them with the Antiquiphone dead, I think these buildings fully charged and created some sort of dome of protection. Some of the evidence.
They look like faces. Organs, don't they? They look like they've got faces.
This one looks like it's got a face. 2 eyes. Yeah, nose, mouth. Yeah. Sure. That is very facey, isn't it?
And the other one, it has like eyelashes looking down on you like a cow.
Oh, I've gone back too far. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. This is somewhere between a violin and a flute. I'm not sure what it would sound like, but angels are playing them. Angels are playing harps. This thing, I got a picture of being used in the Middle Ages. You turn the handle, and I guess in wind through it, and it whistles, but it sounds a bit like Oh, an electronic synthesizer affair, you know?
Like a fascist.
It does. That's why I posted it in the first place, because I thought it looked like a fascist. Indeed, indeed.
Belt-fed fascist.
Are you Rainbow Flood? What go on?
Wind it up and let it go.
The angel wings in eyelash detail. Okay. Yeah, imagine angel wings. I want a little tiny bit. So here we go. This is a musical box, which I really always dig musical boxes. Got a beautiful Antiquiphone paintings on it, little tiny keyboard, and it's also a pipe organ.
It's got bellows at the back.
Yeah, for the pipe organ.
Yeah, how lovely.
Can you imagine what it sounds like?
I want that.
They had some beautiful shit in Tartaria. They don't got nothing good anymore. So this is in India, and it's, as you can see, it's a mermaid in the shell and the Indian guitar. Yeah, I wonder what music they were playing. I imagine Melusine. I imagine some flamenco along those lines.
She's got a big man's head for a pumpkin.
Oh yeah, she's got a big man's head for a fuffle. I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Balls fell out of a fanny. So yeah, imagine having that. This is what.
Imagine finding that.
Imagine finding that in a skip. Yeah. It's like, yeah, this is mine. Nice painting of the reset world on it. You see that? All melted buildings here and this thing here. It's all like rocks actually falling off it. Because that is him playing piano, Amadeus. He's like, you can't, he's Merton Jeff, so he's like fucking banging away trying to get. Yeah, that is a super stonking piano right there. God, I wish I was musically talented. Doesn't matter though. So what do you do in the night in your smoking lounge? All of the men are playing cards and drinking brandy. Oh, they are in the smoking room. So she's like burning something in this pot, guys. I'm not going to cast aspersions, but look, there's all smoke bellowing out, guys. And she's chilling out with a harp. Now, harp is the music of the gods, but also the music of Wales. We have Wales, and they put it on a pint of Guinness.
Do you want a Guinness?
Yeah, on a pint of Guinness. Yeah. Also, like the popular 1960 psychedelic band Gong, this is a gong. Have you ever listened to Gong? No, it's not advisable. Not unless you're going to want to be nauseous or anything like that. Yeah, they're extreme psychedelia. So yeah, bang a gong. Bang a gong, get it wrong, bang a gong. Yeah. So this one's beautiful. This one is one of those little manicure sets and all of that. Yeah. And a little keyboard, not for me, nice for the chick and stuff. But yeah. You could pick off. These are nice little scissors to take off your nasal hair, if you've got any. Yeah, or you trim you could trim your bollocks, trim your clinkers off.
Especially for the girls.
Especially for the girls. Santos is somewhere calling everyone around him a bunch of units. Now, behave, children, in chat. Ugh.
Tell him to go and trim his bollocks, it'll feel better.
Yeah. Go and tell him to go and trim his... Bernie, go and tell him to trim his bollocks, he'll feel better. Okay? Trim his bollocks. This is going back, you know that, don't you? Okay. Yeah, musical boxes are wicked, but don't put your bits in them. Okay. Not that you would, because that would be stupid. Look at this. See this? There's a little stage with people. And when you wind it up, the handle here, yeah, they're all little dance and stuff and come to life. Fucking fantastic. I would be there with them. I would think they would be real. Yeah. Oh, man, you imagine. And it's so shit now. They've got nothing good. Fucking Pokemon. Yeah.
Got good thumbs, the kids of today. That's it.
So this is a coat hanger, a back-side coat hanger, but he's got the pipes, hasn't he? He's got the pipes, the horns. Oh yeah, and this is a good one, right? You can go now and you can go and visit Balmoral after all these years, and the word actually is Balmoral, Balmoral, and here is Bacchus, who know all about Balmorals, but he's playing the piper piece, a bit like certain YouTubers that used to be on Big Brother years ago. They did in the Olympics, and now they're like fucking forgetting all about it, and talking bollocks about the current Olympics. I did nothing fucking ever, and we all forget. So I go back to sleep. Fucking never done anything. It's like, weren't you the sweetie collector in the last Olympics? You know?
They text the kids, didn't they?
Yeah. So these things, they're like a theremin. So you like spin them, and then you like put your finger on them, and then it's, I guess, it's made of glass. They had them in the 18th century, and they go. I got this lovely dog by me, guys. Oh, and it makes like a theremin sound. They used to use it in 1700 sci-fi. So here's some instruments that you may recognize. We've got the harp, we've got the cello, we got a big bass, whatever they're called. Double bass. French horn, which is perfect Fibonacci. And all of these have got Fibonacci in them, built in for sacred sounds and purposes. And drums. So if you bang a drum, an oscillator enough, you can cause an earthquake with a drum. So here is a calopy, which is a one that used to go around the streets. It was steam powered, okay, and it basically had pipes in it. She used to play it. So that is the calopy, the wonderful orination of steam car of the muses. But yeah, that used to go around the streets and cheer people up in their bleak existences, apparently. Although the world they had was fucking awesome. So there's some ginger there blowing a trumpet, sort of suggesting. See, when I blow this trumpet, this is what it makes. Giants. So giant instruments, loads of them hanging around in antiquity. I've got a big fucking collection of them. Hi, Gary Feltham. Hi, Dallas. Hiya, Dallas. Good to see you. TW, Wagwan. Jamie Crane. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, hit that melt button. Hit that like button. Okay. So, yeah, I can't really play the harmonica. I'm not very good at it. I need to practice. Jew's harp's good. It vibrates your head, but I love the sound of them. I should practice or maybe get one. But, yeah, man, it takes two to play it. Yeah, man. I had to do Led Zeppelin with that.
I have a stained glass window on the side.
So what we're going to find, and I'll show you later on, is there's an overwhelming load of statues of Phoenicians where they're blindfolded or they're got veils on, but they seem to be protecting themselves and protecting their eyes, like something's happened to their eyes. But music, well, deaf people seem to manage with music, so it guides them. They can hear with it, can't they? They can feel music as well. Blind people, can't they? So there's a Welsh woman up the valleys, and she's knocking it out on her harp, and she's singing Men of Harlech, and she's playing harpy music because this is the instrument of Guinness and Wales. Two very important things in the realm, Guinness and Wales. I don't know which one came first, though. But apparently, according to people in Cardiff, a guy from Cardiff invented Guinness, yeah? And then apparently the Irish skanked it and fucked off over to Ireland and called it Guinness. No, it ain't. Guinness is from fucking Cardiff, let me tell you.
Is Wales.
No, man.
Irish.
Well, the Welsh are claiming Guinness as their own. Tough fucking shit.
You know, if you put one of those on an envelope,
yeah,
a heart, just in the corner where the stamp would be, it will go anywhere in the world and it'll arrive. It's been tested. Everybody try it.
Okay, don't put a postage stamp on your envelope. Draw a harp on it. It goes anywhere in the world. It's like Jesus mail. So this is the inside, apparently, of your French horn or a trumpet, and you can see the hertz that are generated. Imagine amping that up and ramping that up. I guess that could do some damage.
That's why it's called hertz.
That's why it's called hertz, because it hurts. Nice one. Hey guys, did you hear that? It's called hertz because it hurts.
What?
No, Aaron, it's not far away. It's close by. It's just over the other side of the water. But that's the story they tell me in Cardiff. Don't. The
leprechauns invented it in the Liffey water, and that's that.
The leprechauns invented it in the Liffey. They used the Liffey River to make it.
It's made of Liffey water.
But originally it was Taff water. They said, God, this is
Taff
nice.
water.
Taff water. That's the... Fucking hell. Calcophone. There it is. Okay. So I'm not sure what the rod does with it. Maybe it's like a stand for it or something. Or like a whacker thing, or just for stroking it down to get that sound that I just showed you. But yeah, it looks like You know, you get like, oh, what's that Lonnie Donegan? He used to have a washboard. Skiffle. You know Skiffle before the Beatles?
Like a washboard.
They had a washboard. And they
play
used
the
to play
washboard.
these with like thimbles on their fingers,
Yeah.
which sounded really cool.
Yeah, really good.
I really like them. Yeah.
If you lay them flat, they're like a xylophone, aren't they? You could hit them with a wood thing. And
Well,
the xylophone
I'm
effect.
feeling a xylophone buzz, but I think there's more going on because it looks a bit fascist technology. And then these Tauruses in the corner all have bound metal.
Yeah.
Why? What would be the purpose, especially in, you know, what's supposed to be the Iron Age? You know, there's a lot of thought into that, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, and the sistrum, you see this all over Phoenician and alchemical depictions. The crazy Phoenicians in their processions with Bacchus, pissed as a fart on his float, and all of the other goatee types all skipping around, and some of the women play these things, and they sound like shit. So, like the new ZZ Top, you know, the bass player of ZZ Top died. Well, Gibbons is still around because he won't die until like about 500 years because his contract with the devil runs out then. And yeah, he's on the crystal and he sold his soul. So I like him. I think Gibbons is like holy man. He's awesome. Anyway, his bass player, who's not alive anymore, he got another guy and he plays a fucking guitar that looks like this. I shit you not. Never mind Jimmy Page with his double guitar in Stairway to Heaven. This thing's about 6 thick. It's nuts, and he plays it. So imagine the sound out of that, guys. I'd actually thought, oh, I should get a sitar. Maybe I can just like literally smash it on a sitar. This is nice. Look, this ginger person. They're all ginger in the Middle Ages. Have you seen, guys? Nice bit of lace going on. But there, she's like, ding. Maybe she's doing chopsticks. Ding, 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 ding. Do you think chopsticks? I know what she's playing. Mama just killed a man.
London's burning.
London's burning. Oh, I don't think you're allowed to make jokes while it's still burning. Gotta wait till it's burned down. Okay. So yeah, what you find is crazy, guys. If you see the amount of churches just to survive shit, this is not an example, actually. This is just showing you a crazy good church. There's in Washington, D.C., when everything about it is mud flooded, and pig farms. There's nothing going on except for that big, massive building in the background. But look very Moorish to the feel as well, which would make perfect sense. It is. So, Knobbly bits. Knobbly bits is actually a word that is in my website. It's probably in the Urban Dictionary, like Antiquiphone, which is what that is. So is it all just interacting with the ether? Is it all just grabbing energy out of the ether and convert it into a vibration and an energy quality that would make electricity? Yes. But could these pointy bits create some sort of shielding? Yeah, which they could say, because in the narrative, especially with what I'll show you later for Hiroshima and the church survived there, believe it or not, with Jesuits in, they said, oh, the reason the church survived is because God kept it protected. It's like, well, you want to say that, so that big thing looks like that is on Notre Dame Cathedral that burnt down a few years ago. And now Somerset House. I don't know. So, yes, check. Let's check on the news. Any news flashes? It's knobbly bits, Marianne. Knobbly bits, lovely. Check that out, though. Imagine the builders of that and how clever they were compared to everything else in that picture, in that frame in the land. Is, you know, all of this is, you know, maybe hundreds, but this thing, and look at that on the top. Looks like a certain technology, electromagnetic technology that's about in the modern day tower, doesn't it? If you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Huh? But yeah, look at the knobbly bits on that all reaching up into the ether. Can you imagine this thing charged through this, creating a bubble dome around it that protected from anything, any event? They knew resets were coming. They knew there was cataclysms. Now, it's crazy how many churches survive a blitz. Everything in Nagasaki, was destroyed, as you can see in this picture, except for the church devices. Cologne Cathedral. They used Cologne Cathedral as a target to drop bombs endlessly on the city. And as you can see, everything is completely fucked around it except for it. Why is that? Is it just like they're the luckiest fuckers on earth? Or is it because God Almighty, in his infinite wisdom, protected that church? God, it's Jah Rastafari did it. In Cologne?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
His eyes see everything.
Okay, well, Mel said, yeah, I protected it. But I think it's a technology created, obviously, because we're on a creation, he's a creator. If you get down to the nitty gritty, it's all part of the creation. So it's God.
Exactly.
So God protected that church as well.
Down to the moon.
But didn't get off scot-free, because if you look at the side, there's a lot of splatteroonie on it. Splatteroonie, another flat-earth British word that may end up in the Urban Dictionary along with Antiquiphone and Nobbly bits. Splatteroonie means fucked upness. But it survived, no problemo whatsoever. There it is. There's an American saying, yeah, you guys are some lucky fuckers. Like that. And then he spits out some chewy tobacco. Maybe not. It looks like he's got chewy tobacco, though. St. Margaret's Church in ruins is in Salem, Massachusetts. In 1914, they had a big fucking fire. I wonder why. But the church was pretty much unharmed, except for all of these wires hanging out and hanging down that would have been in the technology that was in this thing in the beginning. Juicy. So Amiens and Reims as well, cathedral, and other big cathedrals, colossal Gothic cathedrals in France, were protected. This one was protected with endless sandbags all the way up. So if it did take a direct hit, the superstructure could survive.
That would have took some time.
Yeah, it would have took some time. Look at that. There's a door and there's literally a chamber going through. No, it is perfect stacking. But we seen evidence years ago, myself and Mel, we were on a railway track, near a railway track, and there was literally sandbags, guys, that had been left and they turned into concrete.
Yeah.
And they look like stone, but they weren't stone. They were sandbags.
Yeah. If
you left sandbags long enough, they would just turn into stone. They solidify. So, yeah, protecting them from... So, yeah, how lucky is Cologne Cathedral, guys? Oh, no, it's not a sole example. It's like I can't even get my head around how many. So, St. Dominic's Church, its spire destroyed in the earthquake of San Francisco, 1906. We're going to look at one or two brilliant images you've never seen before of an illustrated book from some time after. So, the church itself is still there, but look at the domes, what happened. Some of it's fallen away, and there's all of that inside, and it just coincidentally looks exactly like an antenna. Come on, guys. No sandbags by the window, though. No, that's quite okay. Yeah, that's true. They just put sticky tape on there, so the windows would just crack and not splinter. They did it in Britain, like X's on the window. But the church windows, they've been replaced in the late 1800s. Some of the Asian ones, they're telling you the real history, man, of what was going on in this place. You know, the takeover, the fall of Constantinople, all the rest is all depicted in the windows of churches. But some of them have been taken out and replaced. So, yeah, that is amazing, that, isn't it? So it exposed the technology, basically, guys. Yeah. So there's another example. Yeah. This one survived the war as well. Just so beautiful. And they got these same towers you see on Notre Dame. These things, the one on Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris was put there 1850s. But as you've seen, it burnt down for no good reason. Just the luckiest church.
Same thing. Well, the building's too close.
It's just, yeah, same thing. It's just, yeah, it is. It's just like them ones we've just watched on the screen behind me. Of Florence, a walkabout of Florence. They're worth a look on YouTube if you're bored. So this is St. Paul's Cathedral. Another clue, I think, is Christopher Wren and the Phoenix and 1666 and all of them churches that got built after this occasion, some of which we'll look later. But this is Paternoster Square in front and some of the other areas around St. Paul's, all completely wiped out in the Blitz. St. Paul's, worst that happens apparently was some incendiaries fell onto the dome by here on a walkway you can see. And the cannon of, funny, you got a name like Cannon, isn't it? The cannon, St. Paul's, came out and he whacked them out, so saving the dome, apparently. But yeah, it survived completely. The German Luftwaffe, even though they used it as a target because it's a big fuck off cross, you can't really miss. So yeah, this is a French. It's amazing that they managed to catch it being actually artilleried, this French cathedral ream. But it's looks a bit like Notre Dame. But you can see somebody caught a photograph of it actually getting splat hit by something.
I don't know what it took them to get that picture.
I don't know. I can't get it. I can't get it.
Ready like that. That's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a one lucky fucking shot.
Isn't it?
Yeah. What about this from above? Perfect cross.
Ship.
It's a ship. It is a ship. It is a ship. It's from above. Look at all the cloisters. The the buttresses. The buttresses is like a skeleton to it, but I think there's more going on with just holding the superstructure up. I think with these buttresses being extended in such a way, you know, giving it this skeleton-like, you know, structure. Battery. Yeah. But there it is again with these two things at the end. You get, yeah,
like cells, aren't they?
Like cells. They even look like they might spark or something. So yeah, everything around it blitz, but this thing is fucking impervious to bombs. Hiroshima. Hiroshima had Christian churches. They had Christianity in Japan. You may hear Rain over there snoring away. God love her.
He's snoring under the table.
What's up, Risen? YouTube failed you. Silver liner minor here. It could be worse. We might not have it at all. So yeah, a church survived Hiroshima's nuclear bombs. We're right on ground zero as well. So we'll have a little look at that later. This is one that never survived, though. And Winston Churchill's like, the fucking bastards. They signed a contract not to drop it directly and miss it completely. Bloody hell. Is Coventry. Coventry, they got battered. They got bombed to fuck in World War II for weird reasons. Not even... in the Coventry. That's why they fucking bombed it, because all the witches is there. So here he is, miserable bastards. Everyone's saying, oh, thanks, Churchill, for getting us fucking bombed. Why don't you mind your own fucking business? Let them get on with it. Yeah? I voted Mosley anyway, you fucker. He's like, give me a brandy and a bit of Dundee cake, fuckers. Take me back to the lodge, quick.
Them big blunts he used to smoke.
There's another one of London. You see, there's everything seems to be like literally wasteland around this, except that church in the corner, this row of houses here, and these churches completely missed again. But you get the cymatic portals, don't you? And you know, I definitely think the sound emanates through the rose windows into the ether outside. This was fucking lucky for the German pilot who they got the name of, Gunther something or other. Actually, I'm Gunther shit. Yeah. Of the Luftwaffe. So Goebbels says to him, go over, take a Sunday afternoon leisurely trip across Cardiff, the capital of Wales, which is a long way, a fucking way, and then drop a bomb on Llanser Cathedral. So he did Sunday afternoon, and he dropped a mine, which parachutes down on a parachute. And it misses the church completely because God saved it. And it explodes by year, but it causes a big blast that takes the roof down. So again, Llanser Cathedral survived the Blitz, even a direct hit. Just a miracle. Again, then things on the end like a battery. These things, yeah? So, and that's supposed to be the first Christian church in the world, according to some books that I've got by... Wilson and Blackett, and it's wholly fucked upness inside, and they replaced it with this terrible architecture you see today by an architect called Epstein, weirdly. So to say it. No, listen, the Beatles had their handler was called Brian Epstein. Apparently killed himself because he had gay, but gay wasn't wasn't. The game has killed him. Well, it wasn't. It was actually a big problem back then. Bashed on the body. It was getting a big problem back then. Apparently, you go to jail.
What? Bashed on the body? Did you say?
Apparently, it was not allowed. So, time to change anyway, guys. Yeah. So this is in Hiroshima, or as they say in Britain, Hiroshima. Okay. That was the last words the Lord Mayor of Hiroshima ever said. What the fuck was that? This is the church that survived a direct hit from a nuclear bomb, an atom bomb. Berlin. Well, Berlin, they got fucked up like no tomorrow, didn't they? Them and Turkey, poor Berlin, right? They got battered. They got bombed by by loads and loads of Katyushas and bombs and shit, yeah? But it's okay because the church properly survived, look. The superstructure did. But they kept it there as an exhibit to the futility of war.
Till the next one.
To the next one, which it'll survive as well. So it looked like that in the beginning, look. God, it was a handsome church. I'm sure nothing sinister went on in there. And look at it now. Now it's a Starbucks and a cannabis cafe because it's in Berlin.
That's different, isn't it?
What do you mean? Sorry.
That big arch in the front. Where's that on that one? And the
No, this is just the inside tower. The front bit's completely gone. Can you see the clock there? That's where on that clock there. All of this front bit and the towers and shit is gone. Weird. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So again, Paris.
All right. Okay.
World War One. They had a lot of attacks by Zeppelins, etc. But they missed the churches as well because, not saying all churches, but some. I'll give you some examples. Now, Antiquitech. Oh, yes. It was claimed that Epstein and Lennon were lovers. Is that true? Vibes. Yeah, it's true. I believe you. I'm McCartney. They were all in bed together. So it's fine.
Help. I need somebody.
Used to go skiing. Jeffrey on the right, Paul on the left. Fall, come here, Fall. The long and winding road. I'm feeling better all the time. Can't get in. Oh. But we're saying it in a positive pro thing, so that's cool, groovy for YouTube.
There's a dragon behind it or something with legs and a head.
It does look like a dragon, but that is okay. We are tripping out a bit here. This does look like a dragon with an eye. I'll give you that, but that's not what the video is. So as you can hear, it's giving a sound and a vibration, and I think that this device in Phnom Penh, in Cambodia, is active Antiquitech, which has been protected. And we have other examples of active Antiquitech, which are very similar to that. Coincidentally, as well, might be a clue to this theory being actually true, is that they had a blackout in Paris last week. But the only thing that didn't get blanked out was that very famous church up on the hill of Montmorency called Sacré-Cœur, the film out of the John Wick movie. The new John Wick 4 movie, that church. So there it is. So that stayed lit while the rest. So maybe they just paid their energy bill, got their own generators. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Or that these churches, they're protected. And I think that they are. So you go further, same antiquity, same ages. I got a church in town, St. John's, supposed to be from the 1100s, 900-year-old. It's escaped the tsunami of 1609. It's escaped all of these apparent earthquakes and stuff that's supposed to be happening, where other towers are falling over, like the tower of Flaterday Cathedral fell over, and apparently in a storm. And other towers as well have said to have been fallen over. The spires that were originally on Lincoln Cathedral, they had spires on it, or off in some sort of event. So you can see that this is some of the monasteries and churches that did not survive, but they're the same age as the Gothic churches, but they're just left to rack and ruin. And they're all over the British countryside. Got some of them quite near to me. Walworth Castle. They brought back Walworths. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you can get your VHS videos there now.
Nylon knickers.
Your nylon knickers and your VHS records. How long can I keep this? 3 days, love. I only watch it once. Watch it for 3 days, love. Time Cop. Yeah, it's really good. Van Damme fights a lot. Oh, sounds good. Oh, all right, love. Got anything a bit different? What do you mean, love? We're not that sort of video shop, love. You need to go down Soho for all that. This is the House of Parliament for all that, love. Take a left at Westminster. Maybe pop in a Whitehall while you're there. So this is Ely, where I live. No, this is not Ely. This is Ely in Cambridgeshire. And they got a fantastic cathedral. This thing isn't in rack and ruin because it didn't get bombed by the Luftwaffe. But survived all events and is happily there today. And I'm going to show you a gargoyle later that may surprise you from Ely Cathedral. Oh, yes, in images of the day. Does that look like a tree or does that look like a bit of old column? Tree? Fossilized tree? Well, anyway, I would say this looks like a load of mud had just gone up like a wave and stopped right there. Wouldn't you? Or something's been washed away. It's got peeled off. That's why they call it Peel Castle, isn't it? So Arlington Castle. There's loads of Arlingtons in America, isn't there? There's one near Dallas. There's one near Washington where they bury dead soldiers who died for their country, which is all good.
Arlington, Nottingham.
There's Arlington in Nottingham as well. That's right. They're true. So I think a good quiz for me to do for you all, actually, I was thinking about it earlier, where you can't run off to Google for the answers. Shiva would be good at this one. Okay. Is name that tune. Like name that tune in one. And I just play one note and you got to tell me what song it is. So like the first chord of, well, not Stairway to Heaven. Obviously that's not going to be in it now because that would be ding. And then you go ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. That's like, oh, fucking hell. There's no fooling you guys, is there? Craig Miller Castle. That's a whopper, isn't it? So I think that's still there. A lot of castles. Look at that one. Castle Rising. Ooh. Looks Roman, doesn't it? Castle. So a lot of these are just ruins now. Some of these are still not there now in the modern day. Guess what's on you? Newark Castle. Picture of it in the old days. You'll see now. College of Leclude. Oh, right. That must have been beautiful. Look at the mud-flooded door, guys. And the arch there all. And there's little sheep there now. Love sheep. That's not because I'm Welsh. I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Just because I'm Welsh, you think I shagged a sheep? No, that's not so. And you shagged the one.
You said it first, so that means it must be true.
Just shag the one. That doesn't make you a sheep shagger.
Well, that's true.
Okay. Well, you got to get up early in the morning to catch your pretty ones. The ones with the long eyelashes. They're the best.
Get your wellies on.
Get your wellies on. So you can put their legs down the bottom of your wellies. Like all the Welshmen say, close your eyes, you'll never know the difference.
And they don't like to kiss you.
Don't kiss them.
No, the sheep don't like to kiss you.
Well, no, they got sheep pox, haven't they? So this is Stirling Castle up in Bonnie, Scotland. Yeah, they got like Stafford going on there as well. Stirling Castle. I've shown that in the past, but yeah, Stirling. Maybe that's why they call it Stirling. And the castle at Castle. The castle at Castle Acre. The castle at Castle. That's like, is God God? No. It's like, you're fucking with me, yeah. God is God. Well, what did you think it was? So God created everything as well, didn't he? Yeah. It's not
him, non-binary.
Yeah. So do you know Led Zeppelin say woman was created below?
Below where?
Well, in the labs.
Eh?
In the laboratories. Not I didn't mean hell, obviously.
Is that why it's called the labia?
That's why it's called the labia. Eggleston Abbey. Don't say that to Dave Waffles. Eggleston Abbey. You don't like eggs. Dave Waffles. Eggleston Abbey. Come on, it's only low-level evil. What are you laughing for, Marianne? This is a completely serious historical study. Okay? Quiet in class. Fingers on lips.
Oh, don't start again, labia.
Labia. You too, jolly man. Love to you. New West reset. Okay, let's move on. Before this place loses all reason. All rhyme and reason just out the window. Malmesbury. No, I've been there, Malmesbury. Look at it in the old days. They had little houses in there made of hay for people to live in. They had all this cool shit in the past, look. And then Mad Max days when the world ended, which is not long ago. I don't think the reset happened too long ago. I don't think we've come on too much either. And, you know, because we've only had cars and electricity and shit apparently for the last 150 fucking years. And everything before then was awesome cars from the beginning of fucking time, wasn't it? I don't think so. The size of that place, guys. Imagine it in its heyday. What happened to it? Is it true, really? The Melrose Abbey and everything was Henry VIII? Disillusionment, the Abbeys. Hospital at St. Cross. They look like they got chimneys here, loads and loads of chimneys. And what kind of hospital is this exactly?
Crematorium.
I wasn't suggesting it was a crematorium at all.
Cremated and created. Is anyone one letter in the middle?
Oh yeah, cremated and created is nearly the same word, guys. I know they're trying to tell us something here. So here is the real Dome of the Rock, apparently. And apparently they can squabble all they like in the Holy Land. But a lot of people believe that the real Jerusalem is here in Edinburgh. And they think that the Dome of the Rock is in fact this rock here, which is apparently an extinct volcano, which they shoved a castle on top of, which happens to be a starport. I know. There's Malmesbury again, which is not too far from Wales land. Malmesbury. If you're hearing squishing noises in the background, this is the opening of a Guinness can. It's not a precise science because they got a widget inside them.
Right. It's the correct frequency. The one you want to hear.
Mine didn't do that. Did you notice how I opened mine skillfully? I'm just saying. So, Furness Abbey, yeah, beautiful. I've been to so many abbeys. Llanthony Abbey in the Welsh Valleys is absolutely beautiful. Tintern Abbey, Roslin, but you get that's Roslin Castle. Looks like it's all melted stone down here underneath it. So yeah, a lot of stuff's in ruin, as you can see, but not the Gothic cathedrals. They survived World War II and every fucking thing. Oh, this is an interesting church, castle, yeah, a Cockermouth. I don't name these places. They had a serious flood there years ago, and all you see was the newscasters talking about the flood with red faces. So quite so. Cathedral Church of Glasgow. It looks like it's going to fall into the brook.
Gothic is go thick, isn't it?
Yeah, Gothic is go thick. Yeah, slow it right the fuck down. Yeah, don't even think. Look sad. Look sad about everything. So there's sterling. That's why British people say, aye, sterling. Sound. Sterling is also currency.
Yeah, but sound is that. Wow.
This is the Lancasters, like the Lannisters, the Lancasters out of the Battle of the Royal War of the Roses. Hermitage of Warkworth. And Lumley Castle. Jesus, St Mary Ann's. Let's just move through because there's one of these is where you used to live. Excuse me. Donington. Nowadays, yeah, back in the day, you used to have AC/DC before they were decrepit playing here. And now they have the Download Festival. Yeah, that's where it is. And this is Greystoke Castle. So this is where Tarzan came from. Yeah. You funny looking girl. No, my name's Jane. You're funny looking girl. I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. You're funny looking boy. So these churches, and they all got like sort of cymatic windows, which cause a vibrational quality, and they're all still there after all this time. This one, never fared so well. American Civil War. I think this one is
like all the others by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think this one is in Charlotte or one of those North Carolina or South Carolina cities. This one is a beautiful picture of Boston, which didn't survive the events of its burning very well. The churches are all right, though. Churches are always all right. I love that image of San Francisco with them. Look at that. That's just nuts. And the Grace Church ruins. No, this one did get fucked up a bit. But it was in Chinatown, okay? And not just Chinatown, notorious Chinatown. Sounds like that's dodgy, isn't it? Notorious Chinatown. That does sound like a rapper, doesn't it, guys? If it's not, it will be now. Because that's like, wow, that had me.
It's not a rapper, it's a lapper.
It's a lapper. Oh. So that survived, really. It's still there, isn't it? But I'm just saying, the outside superstructure is. And there's a nice big church there on Knob Hill. Guys, I don't make this the fuck up, and this is not my fault. This is but weird, isn't it? Cockermouth, Knob Hill. But the church, as you can see, it survives earthquakes and apparently firestorms or whatever happened in this place, which is
Wow.
yeah, I know. Look at that.
They had a serious party.
They had a serious party. The some stuff was undamaged. Like this looks like a wooden building to me, or not very, or maybe brick. Yeah, but it's not really a big stone building. But there's only a hole there, and the rest of it is still in situ. It's really weird. It's the most selective earthquake I've ever seen. St. Ignatius Church and its desolate surroundings in San Francisco. So that survived. And they got some weird rubbish after the events. A lot of steel pipes, stuff, steel bath there. That'd be worth keeping. Fill it up with water. And you can wash your feet in there. I have to get covered in. That is St. Ignatius.
No, I mean the bucket thing. The big
This?
thing. No, go down again.
Okay.
There's just a big white, what's that? Big
This?
tub thing there.
That?
On the left down. Yeah, that. What is that?
Well, there's a kettle. We can identify a kettle. They had massive tins of beans back then. This is just a tin of beans, I think. No, they did have massive tins of beans. They lasted them ages. I watched enough cowboy films to know how the world is run, you know.
Jesus.
Okay, there's a lot of metal and shit hanging around.
Yeah,
What kind of fire was this? And this church it didn't get even budged by the earthquake.
Is that a bike? Or
A chair.
scooter or
This thing at the bottom.
yeah.
It's a chair. There's a chair leg. Yeah, it's a chair. It's a fireproof chair. Considering there was 1,000 degrees going through here, plus. I don't know. Burnt district there. Look into what's custom house. There's a bit of FEMA set up there.
Yeah, that's horrid.
So what was on these plots in the beginning? Nothing. But again, church is gutted, but the superstructure's still there. God.
No, they cleaned up there.
Yeah, they've cleaned up there, all right.
It's like they've hoovered.
That's insane that it looks like that.
It's so pristine.
St. Stephen's Church, also a survivor. Everything else is in bricks, although it does look like it's had better days, but, you know, bit of a paintbrush and a sweep up, fucking roof on. They got loads of money anyway, haven't they? And this is a wobbly Jesus. I don't know what that's doing there, but you can see this is the flavour of the realm. What it is, we're all crazy now, aren't we? We're all, after 3, we're all crazy now. We're all mental now, especially me. Internet done it to me. Not only that, guys, right? It's made me great. Yeah. I wasn't this great before fucking 2020. It's all this YouTube and shit, man. This made me great. Look at this one, guys. And again, the antenna in the dome there. This is a Russian church. But you can see just Antiquiphone. And there seems to be some sort of, if I can just mag up on that a second, some sort of thing in the middle here. Antiquiphone. So yeah, carry on going. So yeah, churches of Russia, of Ethiopia. This one's a nice one in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. And apparently the Ark of the Covenant which we showed you earlier, is apparently kept in these, but I don't believe that because Graham Hancock said it was true. So that's why I know it's not. Although they say guards have cataracts and they got an entire army looking after it.
Shed or something in Ethiopia, you can't go in.
Yeah, it's a shed.
An old man guarding it.
Yeah, it's a shed. So concerning Hiroshima, I've talked about it many, many times, but just interesting. I have shown some footage, like literally movie footage of this Jesuit talking about the effects, of terrible effects of the atom bomb. But unfortunately, or fortunately, the church, our own Lady of the Assumption, suffered destruction of the stained glass window, but did not fall. So they got a broken window. And it was only one of the only few buildings left standing in the midst of widespread destruction. So, Dick, according to this Jesuit priest, everything is flattened, the building stands, and the only thing that they got wrong is the stained glass window went through. None suffered hearing loss from the explosion. So bear that in mind. It wasn't that loud that it burst their eardrums. Okay. Well, it goes on to say, okay, that there was 200 examiners. And then when they interviewed this Jesuit priest, he says this. The next thing he remembered, he opened his eyes and he was lying on the ground. He looked around and there was nothing in any direction. The railway station, the buildings in all directions were leveled to the ground. The only physical harm to himself was he had a few pieces of glass in the back of his neck. That'll be from that stained fucking glass window he was standing in front of. As far as he could tell. There was nothing else physically wrong with him. Fuck me, these nuclear bombs are way dodgy, aren't they? Many thousands were killed or maimed by the explosion, but not me. After the conquest of the Americans, that army doctor. So none of the Americans at the time actually thought that this shit went down. They thought it was something more conventional. But this Jesuit priest, he talks about that they suffered zero effects from radiation and felt like Irie, actually. Yeah, and they did literally, he did say because of God. No, he says that the God of the Jesuits,
that God.
Loyola. So yeah, all's good in a nuclear war. So don't beat yourself up and worry about that fucking shit then, because the worst thing's going to happen is your window's going to go through, and you won't even get death. So don't worry about it. The pilot will get an ASBO. But if you stare into the light of an explosion light or to a Phoenix phenomena or a plasma event, this is what happens. And now it's crazy how many images of these blindfolded people. Well, I did mention the day of the Triffids, and there's going to be a meteor shower tonight. So don't go out and watch it, just in case you're blinded by morning, you get eaten by a large cucumber.
It's a good job she can't see what she looks like.
I know. It's like she's like, good job she can't see in the mirror. It's like little hands. She could be a basket case though, and you shouldn't really say anything about basket cases. They're valued individuals. I'm sure they're born for a reason.
They don't understand.
Why? Because they got a head and a little pair of legs underneath their jaw. Okay. She doesn't look amused. Look at the gob on her. Huh? That's Lady Justice. She's going to dish out the just ice.
Smelled a shitty finger.
Yeah. Guys, she just smelt a shitty finger. It's Margaret Thatcher, Carl Spitfire. It is. It is. It's Margaret. Close the mines. Kill the Welsh. He's like, don't look. He's like, oh, fucking hell, don't look. And everyone, this just carries on right the way through reality. Whatever it is so fucking bad, don't even look. So it's definitely shit related.
It's Uncle Steve, isn't it?
It's Uncle Steve again, guys. Uncle Steve, he's like, stop touching yourself, Uncle Steve. And he's like, not my finger. Okay, so as you can see, the crown is slipped to the side. I don't know if this means anything, but he's got like pierced, puckered up lips. He's like, ooh. I've had a wee sherry. I've had a schooner and a wee sherry. I'm feeling a bit pissed. Guess what song I'm playing? Guess what song I'm playing? Go on. It's a song about the blind. No, it's not by Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles. It's a song about the blind.
Hello.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Who did you go out looking for?
What?
Oh no, Rain, there's no one there.
No, there's no one there. I was singing.
Saying hello.
No, there's no one there.
Anyway, Rain says hi.
Rain says hi, guys. Carl Spitfire. Here's Trapped by Strings. Good one. Oh, yeah, that's it, wouldn't it? I caught my pube in the bass string.
Oh my word.
She's like, stop. In the name of. Here's another one that just had a smelly fart. Look. So I hope no one can smell it. Oh, God.
I've gone black.
I've got a blind. It's burnt my eyes out. It's all like fucking garlic. Cover your eyes, child. You don't want to see this.
She's the spoiled child playing blind man's book.
We're going to play musical chairs.
Uncle Steve's back.
What, blindfolded? Uncle Steve's back. Oh, fuck. Right. You've all been very, very bad boys and girls. We're going to weigh up your sins while you eat on these scales and see who's wrongest or rightest. But don't look at my tits. Okay, you're all wrong and you're all right. So by that nature, you're all forgiven. Don't do it again. Do it again. Don't do it again and do it again. Here's the blind queen. Okay. But it's okay because she's got a fly on her head that can help us see.
There was bra prototype.
She's left the flies open.
These are old diesel.
No, they don't. No, they don't. She's got a lovely bit of ruff on. The ruff around the neck is called a ruff. No, she'd been smacked in the mouth. She walked into an ironing board. Like they do in the cartoons.
She's going to relate with the
She's
king.
like, oh, I'm off to battle, but before I go and slaughter a couple of thousand people on the battlefield, I think I'll smell this flower because I'm so in touch with nature. And then I'll cut some guts out and eat them.
Oh, she's a bit tight-lipped, isn't she?
Right, guess what this Indian chief's name is? All right, he's an eagle, shit on his head for the last 20 years. That's bird shit on his face.
Shit face.
So, what is this Indian chief's name, guys? It's not two dogs fucking. It's not Chief Shitface. It is man with bird poo on face.
Oh, that's boring. It could be better.
Man with bird on instead of hat on.
Bird with shitty man on feet.
Bird with shitty man on feet. Running poop. Nah, Carl, running poop. That's a good one, Carl. That's a good one. Chief bird on head. God. So it's like either she's blind or she's doing a Homelander, just laser beaming your face up.
Need a shampoo.
Did you know an Irishman invented shampoo? Yep, Timothy. Very true. It's a true story. Termite walked into a bar. Says, "There's a bartender here." I heard the tumbleweed blow through there. So I'd save an angel. Funny thing is, I shared a video with you by Juno Reactor called "God is God." Yeah, and they got a blind angel on there as well, dressed in like Russian uniform and stuff. She's got a shoulder showing. She's a bit butchy, but she's got a shoulder showing. You see the old Phoenician nose? They haven't got an indentation there because the doctors intentate it and like sort of start brainwashing.
Yeah, he's saying all this.
Yeah.
So I wrote down
Bondage plaster.
Band age. So we have a band, and that makes protection like a halo, but a band age is what you wear to heal you.
A bandage. A bandage. Yeah, or bandage. Oh, I like it.
It's just bandage, isn't it? Band's in there. Why is band in there?
So, Avidas, you're in chat, right? This is one of your pictures inspired by Marticus Rex. Okay, it's my name today. King of... Nothing really. So here's a nice Janus thing going on. Now, the serpent is come out of the water, but some say the serpent is analogous for Arab countries. She's looking into a viewer to check how her Twitter account is going in antiquity, as you do. Okay, quick.
The aerial. That snake's the aerial.
The snake's the aerial.
To get power. It's in the water.
Yeah. Oh, it is in the water. But she's both old man and woman. See over the door here, double facets crossed in the laurel leaf. Very nice. The Phoenician shell.
Old man on the back. Yeah, Janus.
Janus.
2 faces, isn't it?
Yeah, Janus. Paul will tell you a thing or two about Janus. Flock the.
Yeah, watch his stuff. It's really interesting.
Yeah, Flock. What's it called nowadays?
Black sheep.
Black sheep researcher. I don't think he is that anymore.
No, What the Flock.
What the Flock TV, is it?
No, but then he went back to Black Sheep.
Oh, he went back to Black Sheep. Oh,
Yeah,
all
he's
right
really
then.
good.
I like Paul. I've had him on my channel.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, when he was wiped out.
Really good.
So yeah, have you ever seen the film Bird Box? Yeah, well and truly got to keep blindfolded there, but that's for a different thing. So this link is brilliant. I'll share it with you later. I'm just going to scrim over a few things. So it's inventions of the 19th century. It's mad to think there were so many deaf people. You know, how many people have you seen in antiquity with like the big trumpet thing in their ear? Eh? Sorry? What did you say? Tickle your fanny with a feather? No, Mrs. Jones, isn't it nice weather? Oh, yeah, lovely. That, okay? So, yeah.
Perverts in disguise.
Perverts in disguise. Who said that?
Me.
Oh. So, yeah. So, I don't know. This could have an application for spying as well. You know, like earpieces and wireless. So, 1891. Amazing to think that they had hearing aids that were concealed and really small. Look at some of the examples here, right? They started out clumsy and bulky, such as ear trumpets and long speakers and tubes, but they evolved into devices that could incorporate into everyday items or worn on the person. Public reaction for the perceived reaction of others wearing noticeable hearing aids likely influenced the trend. So they started to hide them because apparently, like, deafness is not a thing. Which is perfectly acceptable in this day and age. Like everything is, isn't it? So invisible, phones in actual use. So they put them in their wigs, in their hats, and you can't see anything is going on. And I don't know to what extent these people could actually hear, but amazing to think that in lace, silk, ribbons, even feathers that they adorned, hiding an acoustic device that would amplify the outside world. But there's one called the Fawn I'll show you as well. Acoustic headbands. So they had these things that could also be concealed. This is the 1800s, guys. Hidden earphones. Look at these things. The floral Oralise phone and the barrel headphone. It's just like the Bluetooth for the modern day. We've already shown you wireless in the 1920s. Why would we presume that a bit later or a bit earlier that they had this going on? Nothing new is under the sun, guys. Look at these things. The head trumpet, a little bit more silly looking, but 1850. And look at this thing here, the shell type. So going on like using the Fibonacci of a shell to amplify sound, because you can do that with a shell, can't you? And you can hear the environment around you. So that's where they wear them.
It's microphones, isn't it?
Microphones. So other things that they had in the 1800s was air-conditioned fans, okay, or air conduction fans, bone conduction fans. And you can see some examples here where you just wave it around and it will keep you nice and cool. It's not what they told you about the past, is it? Acoustic fan with ear trumpet. Probably come as a surprise to think that they had all of this back then, guys. The audiophone. So the audiophone is a bone conduction fan for speaking distance of 2 feet rather than 64 feet.
So the bone increases.
The bone would increase it like the anvil bone does in your ear.
Maybe that helped them with all these courses.
Maybe. Of course it could help. Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe that did something else. Maybe that increase the frequencies into your heart and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I don't know.
Oh no, there's one here which is sound was picked up by the diaphragm. Funnily enough, you just said it's called the dentaphone. This bone conduction fan was patented. Yeah, a dentaphone was a round, flat case within a diaphragm in the shape of a flat comb at the front and center of the case. And the user held the case in his hand and with a small wooden piece in his mouth. Was gripped tightly by the teeth. Yeah, I get it. Wow. It's a bit like that Jewish harp thing I mentioned earlier. Audiophone advertising, enabling thousands to attend concerts. Amplified, guys. Amplifiers. Audiophone. Wow. Acoustic chairs. This was by the king. This was owned by the King of Goa, 1890. Okay, it's in a corporate office in London. Let's hope it's not in Somerset House, eh?
Apparently, all the public stuff and the works of art are safe.
Oh, good.
That's what they said. Half an hour ago. It's probably a bunch of shit now.
Well, 100 fire engines. It must be quite a big fire. So acoustic chairs. So sound chairs or thrones. So is this what's going on with thrones full stop? Is that why the stone schoon is under there? The weird anomaly about the stone. I mean, there's some acoustic technology going on, yeah. This one was just, it even included a hearing device in the chair itself.
The name of throne always makes me...
Throne.
It's like 3 in 1. 3, 1, 1. I don't know. The trilogy.
So 1841, he had this chair, and it had speakers in it, and it could like listen. Yeah. So you could spy with these as well. You know, listen to things afar.
George Michael had one in a video. Can you remember? Sony made it. It had about 50 speakers in it. It was badass. It was sitting.
Oh, I do remember that. He had speakers. George Michael all around his head. Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy those chairs. They were well expensive.
The McCowan chair, 1879, shaped like trumpets. My God, that would make you hear lots. You could hear planes coming from afar. So a lot of deafness in the past, guys, but it was not a big issue because we had all of this shit. Water canteen receptor. What would this do? Problems for deaf people. Deaf people cannot smell water for some reason. Did you know that?
Middle ear, connected nasal passages, you get earache when you get sinus problems and stuff.
Wow, like a neti pot.
They hadn't invented cotton buds. That was the problem.
Cotton buds were invented. This is what it is. And beard receptacle. What the fuck is this? It's a type of device designed for men. And it was worn on the base for resting the upper part on your chest. And it's sound collector facing out, hidden under the beard. Wow.
Roxy Rob used to save all these beards.
Maybe that's why they all got so many beards in antiquity. They're all deaf as fucking posts. Hair receptor. You got like a listening device hidden in your hair. Look at this. Oh my God. Beige receptacle. Oh my God. Look at that. That's the alien thing. There it is. And we have a Hawkins table instrument, which will also help you hear. Rain, my little doggy friend, he's having a little back. Acoustic cane. So you stick that to your ear and it'll help you hear. Wow, I've never seen any of these before. And we have glasses with the trumpet thing to your ear so you could cheer as well. Opera glasses. I had a set of them when I was young. Morning trumpets. What the fuck? One example of the disguised hearing trumpet was the morning trumpet, aptly named, where they cover up the black fabric and leather or lace or ribbon to blend in with the clothing typical for women worn in mourning, the one they love. Because apparently everyone who's dressed in black, which is everyone in the Victorian era, is mourning. So good morning, everybody. Why? Where's everybody gone? Well, that's a fucking question, isn't it? Look at that one. It looks like the inner ear. It's a conifer. It literally, artificial conifer. A beautiful artificial conifer from London, 1830. Wow, look at that. And a limited frequency range centered at 1.58 kilohertz. So, wow. So they were amazing technologies. Banquet holder. And top hats. Now, we've seen a lot of top hats. We have air-conditioned top hats and we have urine top hats with urine devices fitted in them. Look at that. Is that what's going on? They're all deaf as posts. Urine devices using electricity in the 19th century. Okay. Magneto telephone for personal wear. Yeah, I know. 1892 patent, the earliest known US patent issued for electrical hearing device. However, the device was properly never manufactured. Probably never manufactured, but I think it probably was. Anyway, wow. Did you know any of that? No. No, me. This is an interesting book. I'm going to come back and give you all a few shouts in a minute. I don't know many of you watching, nearly 500. Hi, all of you. Happy Flaterday, wiggly flat thumbs. Ions, K. Stevenson, indeed. You see that on the end of loads of words like lions and anything with I-O-N-S. Civilizations, nations, everything. Station, yeah. Ration. Yeah. Coconut water, structured as well. I drink coconut water as often as I can. Marianne. Hi, Marticus and Cheryl. Cheryl's home in the house. Not Cheryl. Anyway. San Francisco book somebody sent me yonks ago. It's fucking awesome, this is. So it was issued a little, obviously, later than the event, but it shows you photographs that I've never actually seen before. And it says, marvelous phenomena of nature and strange inventions of mankind. So check this out. It's got some narratives in it, you know, a bit sinister, like this. The city burning and all of the country just pouring aid in, food supplies, clothing. Maybe that's how they got to afford the Pan-Pacific Exposition, because of all the money the rest of the country poured in. Look at this. To the California Relief Fund. Whatsoever ye would that men should do unto you, you even should do to them. It's not good advice. Anyway, so they're collecting money, a relief fund, and check the Golden Gate out from the Golden Gate Bridge. It's got a black thing on it. The city's all in smoke behind. So the Golden Gate was an actual thing. It's like celestial, isn't it? The Golden Gate. And here's America giving San Francisco a ton of money. Don't worry, it'll all be better. Sorry we had to fucking destroy your city, but you can build back better. Build back better. Here's the world coming to help San Francisco and all its. It says the world. That's in this one, and this one's the world. Poor San Francisco. Yeah, it's a couple of seconds later on the pictures. Progress, reconstruction of the city, prosperity. So, by the city getting completely destroyed, they got proper loaded. This is good business. Yeah. The symphony, again, the musical connection. It's got Vesuvius and San Francisco. Why the two of them? A symphony. It's weird, isn't it? What they say. Well, phony is the phonies. They got the phonies, the Phoenicians in there. Like harmony has got the word ham at the beginning. So Chinatown, like they said, that dodgy Chinatown in the earlier thing has been destroyed. So Chinatown got completely destroyed. Nothing left. And not only that, you don't see any Chinese survivors in the images of any of these San Francisco pictures. So Golden Gate's an actual real thing then, guys. But don't worry, the city got destroyed, but it literally rained $1 squillion. Where you can just build back better. And build a great exposition, for fuck's sake. That's what you need. We're moving on. Oh, yeah. All right, we're moving on, guys, to a new subject. And I can come back and give you all shouts, and then I got a bit more stuff to shout. I am getting on for 2 hours into this post. These are the earliest photographs that I have ever seen of Jerusalem. And that's a lot of trouble is about this city, isn't it? Because the Dome of the Rock has been put on an energy node, and they've been fighting over this thing forever. Apparently, the one place owns it, and the other one claims ownership, and it's in the Bible. Whoever owns the Temple Mount will bring on Armageddon, yo, and all of the rest of it. Even though it's possibly not the original. But anyway, check out this place. It's mad. That's the Damascus Gate. And what you find in Jerusalem is everything is a ruin. Fucked up in 1870 for some reason. Now, this mausoleum you see on the hill in front of Jerusalem, it is big. And it's a mausoleum for I not really know who, but it's been dug out in the modern day. And you can see it, you know, a little bit more. All of this silt is gone, but it's mud flooded in and all plants there. In fact, everything looks melted, mud flooded. Look at that hole in there. It's a window. Do you see it? She all right? Okay. So check out that on the top of the Dome of the Rock. All that bloody deal over this. It's not even that ostentatious, but look at this thing. And what is that all sticking off it? What is these bits? Can you see that? Or is this just photographic fucked upness?
It's meant to have lots of ancient books underneath it.
Well, it's supposed to have some bomb-proofing where the thing just like gets steel plates that come over the top of it and protect it from a nuclear explosion. They say. I seen a documentary years ago. But
strange how those domes look like the same domes in nuclear power plants. They've all got domes.
I never ever thought of that.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, the domes in nuclear power plants look like these, don't they, guys?
They're a bit domey, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
a bit like... Or are they?
But these things, you know, because they got a dome, and they say about, you know, that dome they protect Israel with, and that, you know, this technology of, you know, this is the way I think about, you know, how they're protecting these Gothic cathedrals is, you know, the Taurus field is causing a shell, you know, that literally just like things just fuck off away from, you know, like you said, like a force field.
It repels it.
It repels it. Otherwise, how are they still there and everything else is gone? 1,000-year-old Gothic churches are still standing there.
Mainz. Have a look at the church in Mainz. 1,000-year-old cathedral. It's massive in Germany.
Mainz. Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Mainz Cathedral.
There's a ladder going up. It's not very big, you know. This Dome of the Rock. Not really. So yeah, it's just a massive bloody rock in there, isn't it? And all that, you know, because
there's the dome on the rock, and then there's the temple. There's something else. There's two of them.
Oh right, the temple. Yeah, this is the Dome on the Rock, though. It's all mud flooded outside.
Yeah, there's some kind of, from what I remember, it's a long time since I looked at this.
And like this thing, there's like, is Jerusalem inhabited? Because look at this, guys. There's only 1 or 2 people about. Everything's overgrown. All the windows smashed. Can you see? And what's these wires and shit hanging off this roof? Can you see that? All the wires. Can you see that? Yeah, it's all wires hanging off the roof.
I'm looking at the phone. It's not the best.
All right, okay. Well, yeah, this like...
All right, yeah, I can make something out, yeah.
Unless it's just lines in the photography. I'm not sure, but it looks like wires to me.
Well, why not? Why not?
No, but somebody made the effort to block up these door arches in antiquity for some reason.
Cut out all the sky.
Yeah, oh yeah, the sky's been cut out.
It's been manipulated.
Yeah, vanilla skies. Whatever's in the skies, they do not want you to see.
Like around the edges. Let's look at the edges.
But you know, come on, look how messed up this place is.
Yeah.
So some of this wall, I'm guessing, is supposed to be some of Solomon's temple. Like that's outside the temple. Look. Complex. And there's only a couple of people around. There's no one around. This city looks fucking empty. Sky's all washed out.
It looks like it's been deserted for a long time.
It really does look like it's been deserted because there's no upkeep, is there?
No, it's just overgrown and
Mud floody.
nobody being there.
You know, look at the condition on this dome again. Oh, what is this? What is this? It must be just the way they've washed the sky, and this is yeah, I think it is, you know.
Yeah.
I think this is where they fucking altered the picture.
Look through the pagoda thing. Come down a bit.
Yeah.
And look through. There's buildings in the background.
Yeah.
How clumsy that is. That cutting on that. Come down. All right. So there's a big arch thing in the background there.
Yeah.
And stuff. But obviously, there's nothing. If you look at the sky, I don't know how high that is. They're always chopping things out.
Yeah, these are altered. And they're 1870. They're really clear for 1870. So here's all the dead of the past of Israel, of Jerusalem. 2 there, and there's a couple over there. So that's good. No one was dying. Only a couple of people. So there's the Wailing Wall. They stick loads of pieces of paper in there, make a prayer. And then a guy comes along at the end of the day with sweeping brush, sweeps them all up, and starts all over again. Because
So
obviously,
what does that look like now? Because there's no buildings or anything
it
around.
looks the same.
So there, hold on.
There's buildings either side of the wall, and this is the back bit of the Wall of Solomon. There's massive megalithic
That like
blocks.
a cattle pen in a field, the one you showed before this. To me.
That. What's a graveyard?
Yeah, I know that is. No. Yeah, that.
Graveyard.
Oh,
But only a couple in there, only a few in there.
okay, so I'm on that.
Yeah, you're a few behind.
If I'm back.
Yeah. So, I don't know what this complex is. Super high walls, though. And at the bottom, you can see they're all big megalithic blocks. They get smaller, and then they get smaller. There's 1, 2, 3 ages here. There's 3 ages on this wall.
Yeah.
But not much of the city is existing at this period. For 1870, we're looking at just ruins, aren't we? Few people about. And nothing going on. Ancient water systems.
No trees.
No trees, no. And you don't see any birds flying in the sky, because you would. You do see birds.
Yeah, but if they've altered the sky, you're not going to see birds.
Oh, no. They definitely altered the sky. There's all of these big blocks. 1870 as well. Why would they do that? So here's that cemetery. Oh, there are a few graves in it. There's 2 Arab people sitting in there, but there's no people. And everything is looking mud flooded. And again, bad cuts with the background, didn't you say? Yeah. Here, so half that dome's fucking missing, isn't it?
They're just clumsy.
Nobody at home. Nobody
They've
there.
almost done it with a computer. Like it maybe not have been done back in the day.
No, it may have been before they released.
Like
Yeah.
paint and just wipe things out with a paint, with a rubber. It's like almost like that.
But this place is nuts. Look at this. There's a person in the doorway there. This place is massive. And it goes right down. This door is completely blocked off by mud. Huh. Okay. But yeah, it's nothing. Nobody's living here. Looks like a derelict city, doesn't it?
It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Go and live there. That looks nice.
Yeah. Just find it. Go and squat it.
Yeah.
So here's the city. Like, there's nothing outside the city limits, apparently, at this period. And there it is in its entirety, the ancient city of Jerusalem. Well, it doesn't seem to be anything going on. It's really weird. Loads of Antiquitech on top of the dome, though. And there's a thing outside the dome, like a little bunko booth as well. So what are they outside the wall? And what was this? Blocked, 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 blocked.
We were looking the other side before.
Yeah. Yeah, the other side, yeah. But the size of these blocks underneath, and then it goes smaller, and then these things. But yeah, it's a lot of alterations. But these people look like they just fucking found it, don't they? There's only 1 or 2 people around inspecting it. Look at the ancients of this. Jesus.
The eyebrows. Their moustache.
Is that people there? No. No, there's a person there, sitting there. I thought that was 2 people there. I thought they're not that big. No. Wow, though.
Look at them. There's blocks.
So there's underneath the city. Something's blocked that wall off there. And what is all that mud and silt and brick and stone in there? I can't even imagine. Look at the age of that. So that's under the city, isn't it?
Got some fine plastering there.
Under there.
Mm.
And there's some monk coming out. A couple of Arabs, they know about what's going on. Wow, look at this, though. These burial chambers here. This one's still buried. This one's half buried. Oh, I bet there's stuff in all of that, guys. They cut out these stones to put these mausoleums in. Crazy. If that's what they really were. Don't know. It's a post office, says David Dickens. No, it's the job seeker. It's Job Seekers Plus.
And they're all post offices.
Oh, they're all post offices. We know that. God, look at the stones on this. There's a lot of holes in there, isn't there? I wonder what they're for. Excuse me. See the holes in everywhere? What are they for? They're not putlock holes because they're for flooring, so it's not that. Something to do with its original design. I got all these blocks just hanging around outside. There was all buildings in the past. This place was blitzed, wasn't it? Look, one man, all them buildings, just him. What? Look at it. And like you said, it don't look like anyone's been there for a long time, does it? Because of all the grass and everything.
Well, why are they taking photographs of it all of a sudden? Because they found it.
Because they found it.
Photographing it are the ones who have found it.
They found it out in the bloody desert. That's nuts, isn't it? You think that they can do that?
Just tourist shots on a day out, are they?
No. And look at that. All of that debris.
That's some power in there, look. You got all kinds of
massive, isn't it? But again, no population, no people. Oh, we got some population in the town. Okay, we got a load of ghosts there. They are ghosts because every one of them's dead now. But there's at least a dozen people there.
Can you zoom in again? You can see David behind that thing.
Behind which? I'm on another picture now.
Oh, on that one.
No, I've gone on now.
Okay, fine.
I've seen this one before. Looks like the Church of the Resurrection in Rome. But look at that one. Again, the door bricked up. Why would they do that? Keep bricking up everything. Little ladder into them. Are they people? I think they are. And there's a ladder at the bottom. It's just that big, is it? I think they're people. Why would you do that? Get the ladder and go in there. It's just like because you just fucking discovered it and you're trying to get in to have a look what goodies are in there. There's the Wailing Wall. They're doing it there. Look.
Yeah.
Whispering into the wall. Sort me some money out. Sort me some shekels, dude.
Whispering.
I've been a good boy.
Hey,
whispering. I don't think women are allowed there in the modern day, are they? Don't know. The whispering.
I don't see women there, just men.
I don't see women there. So detail the masonry of the Wailing Wall. So like I said, the other side of the Wailing Wall is nuts.
It's mad how some of them are washed away. And some
Sorry.
aren't.
What do you mean?
Those bricks.
Well, these are fucked up. They look like they just be put in there. Got vandalism on them. But these ones here are dressed beautifully with a border. See? They just fill her in as they are. They just filled them in. Must have been. Maybe it was a little window, a little serving hatch for kebabs in the past, whatever they serve in Israel in the past. Doner kebabs. God, look at that. So, 471 of you watching. Welcome all to Flathead British. Wiggly, squiggly platforms. Thanks for being here, guys, and spending time together. Got loads to go through. Got some images of the day to go through. Some humorous. I'm going to give you a little. Come back into the chat now and give you all a little shoutage and see what go on. And thank you for your input in all of that just then. That was great fun. Okay. That was fun. So happy Flaterday, everybody. Hope everyone's feeling tipper-irie and good and happy. Egon, good to see you. After attacks, you need to charge some stones. Ooh, I like that. Jonathan Sherman, thanks for everyone for that input. It all helps this subject go forwards. Your input is valuable. So I learned from you guys in chat as well. I don't claim to know it all. Artemis Art, good to see you. Debs is there, and Debbie, and James, and Maniage, and Marianne's in the house, and Timmy Tice. Who warns? Oh, don't go on about that. It's all bollocks. Don't make it a real thing. It's rubbish. The POX thing, they're going to be going on about now. It's the next fucking thing after all the other stupid shit that's just happened. The money box. On with the next. Happy Flaterday from Bellington, and Squirrel Snipers in the house, and Cheryl's much loving me. Love you, Cheryl, babies in the house, and my friend Dave, Psycho Dave, who's got a lovely dog with him. And we've got Rain here as well. Also, we've got a dog here as well. So we're in the lovely dog club. So thank you, Missy. You seen the rascal? What was that? Sorry, lovely. Ooh. Thank you, Martin. I'm off for a 360s concert by the Rascals. Oh, look at you. There's nice, Missy. Enjoy that, darling. The Rascals. Okay. Hawaii Architect, Old World Mysteries. How are you? Good channel name. Aloha. Love your channel. Okay, I bet there's loads of stuff in Hawaii to look at as well. It's crazy how far that is away from mainland America and still part of America. It's as far as away from Britain is from America, and it's still part of America. It's like, Juicy Lucy. What's that? Juicy and Lucy just subbed your channel. India just subbed your channel. Juicy and Lucy. That might be worth a look. Gem, right? Okay. Not really. Where's link it up? LFX. Good to see you. And Bob, the entire realm is at peace. It is. All is well in the universe. I've been telling you this for weeks. And since I've been telling you, haven't you been feeling better about stuff? Yeah? It's like, yeah, we didn't need to beat ourselves up. But what do you fucking think about a thing, did we? So there was that. There they are. There's Juicy and Lucy. They are professional nutters. What? You get paid for being a nutter? Are you going to be crinkling them?
No, is it really loud?
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, crinkle me. I got fucking a thing that crinkles really loud up there.
What do you want? Do you want it?
Why? So I can start crinkling. Kill the Hive Mind. Good to see you. Vinny Dome's in the house. And Joy. Hiya, Joy. Good to see you again. Friend of all these years. Howdy to you as well, my friend. I'm not going to attempt to say your name, Lola. And Crazy John. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe and all of those groovy things that they do with YouTube. Tavistock Institute is surprisingly... it's all bollocks. I wouldn't even worry about it anymore. Let's just have some fun. Fucking hell, all a long time dead. AJ, good to see you. And Rico's here. Good to see you, mate. Training Vam. I'm being lusted. And Ann Nixon's in the house. Love your work in the Watergate Hotel. And Clay Pigeon. What's happening, mate? Okay. Let's get back into some more juicy images. There's my shower. Okay. Right, I'm gonna get calm and collected now because I just had a crunching episode, right? On wangy yangy, on wangy yangy.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm not live. It's not like I'm live on YouTube in front of nearly 500 people on me. Anyway, okay, guys, let's get stuck back in. Her name was Lola. She got a granddaughter called Lola, coincidentally, haven't you?
Yeah.
And there's Shevich in the house. So I hope you're all having fun. Let's get on with the show anyway, because fucking hell, this is going to be 10th of never again. These things takes forever, don't they, guys? Fucking hell. And I could literally talk for Wales in this Olympic thing ceremony, bit like the breakdancing, which we love, by the way. I can't wait for the Paralympics breakdancing. That's going to be fucking brilliant.
Every day when you fall out,
Yeah.
shit.
Or the Paralympics synchronized swimming. That'd be good.
Oh,
No, it would be good.
it's called synchronized drowning.
Only if they got a wheelchair. It's only low-level evil. It's okay. So this is a church in Hiroshima where they're still Christian because they're not doing like Buddhism or anything. They're reading the Holy Bible. The bomb wasn't as bad as they make out because the church is still standing just, and they carried on praying. God protected the church. So this is a contemporary artist, pretty funky. Quite like these. I like these contemporary pieces. Do you? Don't know what it exactly means.
Record on a head.
Yeah, I'm playing the music. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
She's playing one note. What's the note she's playing?
I don't know. This is a good album from the old days. Seen this one? Dinner music for a pack of hungry cannibals. Now, if you went to an evening meal and they said, "Oh, we're cannibals," it's like, well, yeah, but who are you eating? And I don't like, if you had a meat eater, guys, I think they've been sneaking human meat into the diet for a long, long time. I think you've all been cannibalizing. You breathe, don't you? So this is an interesting image of Richmond, Virginia. John Levy showed this many occasions. Have you seen this one? It's all like the guy standing in the middle of nowhere, an obliterated city, looking at a chasm of earth. It's just, what the fuck is that?
I'm not getting in the picture.
There. Yeah, look at that. See the chasm of earth? How is that even there with all of them? It just looks like the end of the world has happened. There's just one bloke pondering it. Like,
That is the end of the world.
Mm.
Where's your sandbags?
Yeah, that's the way to protect the interior of a church. But the effort gone into it is just fucking amazing, isn't it? So something really gnarly was going down here in the past. Looks like they had a horrendous flood. Pyramids got buried. But what caused it was in the sky was swords and shooting stars. So it seems to be cosmic events.
Yeah.
That happened in the past. So were they real unicorns?
Yeah.
I think they were real. Some people say they could have been the rhinoceros. Of course there is, but they got two horns. The unicorn's got a horsey head and he's only got one. I think that they existed. They're on too many artworks for not to be real.
Look at the narwhal. You've got whales with
unicorns. Yeah, but they tried to say the narwhal was the twisted horn. You know, that's what they tried to say, but I don't think so. There's loads of examples of these horns. So, but look, in the end,
why not?
Yeah, this is a Kirster book, right? Yeah, and he's like cataloging camphor and different types of, you know, pirasafi, two-horned ones. Why would you catalog a duocorn? Exactly. Why would you catalog something that doesn't exist?
They're antennae, aren't they? As well as defensive.
Yeah, they would be defensive, but I really don't think that
they shoot power out of them.
Unihorns, says Pittsburgh Will. Unihorns. That's good. Okay. So in the New Stanton, I think I've been there, and United Methodist Church, forgiveness is to swallow when you want to spit. So that's really good advice from the church. Don't know what it means. This is a nun. She wears nunderwear. Fucks I give, none. She's a member of the Californian Ganja cult. Here are some root extracts for YouTube. Root extracts, and they were found made of wax, and they were presented in a church of Essenia in 1780. So these were presented to a church. Here's some ginger to help you get healthy later on. Ginger Tompkins presented to a church dig. Yeah, I know. So this guy became a love guru in the end. He's got a website online now. He's like called the Organist Love Doctor, the secret sex life of an organist. He just presses them keys, and then you're like, "Oh, Mister, I love you." Now, this happens every day in Britain. Only it hasn't happened for a couple of days, but it will. Is we have these going round, scrap metal men or rag and bone men, and they go around ding, 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 like Steptoe and Son, and they go around every morning in Britain. I've done since I was a child, saying words that you couldn't possibly understand in an Irish accent, which really does sound like a call to prayer in Islam. And we all hear that every morning. All the dogs howl to it. That happens. This is British tradition, which I really love. Long live the rag and bone men. Obviously, they haven't got horses in the modern day. They got vans, but still, I think they're an essential part of British culture, don't you?
Rag and bone. That's what I used to shout.
They
when
want
I was
rags and they want bones. You know what they want the bones for?
energy.
They grind them down and make their tea. What do you reckon of this girl? And she's got one of those viewer things going on. She's half in the night and half in the day. She's got one of those happy hours. But look at this, right? Yeah. See this veil? It's got
a unicorn horn.
She's got a unicorn horn. But she's got a really pointy foot as well. I don't know if that means anything.
She's got corns.
Do you think this means anything? This netting, this veil?
Yeah, it catches energy.
Catches
it's
ether.
Like a web.
It's like a web. I bet she feels fan-fucking-tastic. And then she just gets on her wheel and flies off because people can fly back then. So what's she thinking? I think this lady is a people watcher. She's learning about people. She's thinking, he's a slippery little fucker, isn't he? I can see exactly what he's doing over there.
The state of British politics.
This is the state of British politics. Oh, it's gone really weird. I never thought I'd end up in like Russia, but there you go.
No, Russia's nice.
Russia's nice. I've been watching these walks around cities, and you have a look at the walk around Moscow. They got it down. Yeah, they got a beautiful fucking civilization. They're lovely.
No tramps, no beggars,
no
rubbish.
No rubbish, no tramps, no
Everyone's
beggars.
clean, everybody looks fresh.
Everyone looks healthy. No, not too much obesity going on because they haven't got like stupid fast foods and stuff. So. There's that. This is an ancient god called Thanos. And he's got the gauntlets and he's about to reset half of the civilization, which they do all the time anyway. But he's got the watch to make sure that he gets the time right.
Is it Amish?
He's Amish, like Amish. I was thinking on joining the Amish, actually. Making a new sort of... like something like the Amish, yeah, but with sin. Okay, look at these, right? These are knowing how to grow. What would you say they are?
Dahlias.
I would say they were dahlias. I would say that they were carnations.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
And look at the clay pots as well. They grow lovely in clay pots.
Yeah, how small the pots are to how big the plants
That's what I was thinking as well. Because look at the size of the stem in that and that little tiny pot. But look how big they fucking got them. What are they using? They didn't have Miracle Grow back then, did they?
Oh, they did, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's called cow shit. That was everywhere. And poo.
Shit.
So these are some lovely little oil paintings or paintings of Cardiff Bay, where I live. This is Cardiff Bay, pier house building, built 1812. Lovely red bricker. Looks like it belongs in Russia rather than Cardiff, though, doesn't it? And Wommaby Street. Cheryl, you may remember we had an Airbnb in this place here, in that room there. And there was a nightclub underneath with a heavy metal group, and it pounded till 4 a.m. We were very, very shocked. But it was a good little place to stay in that street. There was about 500 people outside, and we were like going into Club by Bath.
Down there.
Oh yeah, this is the oldest.
With a pagoda on the top of it.
Yeah, the pagoda. That's Cardiff Castle Tower,
Yeah.
but this is the oldest street in Cardiff. Wommaby.
Pictures of Mercy out
It's
there.
called Wommaby
or
Woman by Street because it used to be full of hookers. Woman by Street. That's what it's called, Wommaby, Woman by.
And today they've totally misinterpreted it.
No, everyone knows it's Woman by. That's where they used to have, hookers. Apparently, the oldest thing in the world. Apparently, they've been around forever.
Fishing.
Hooking. The oldest. Funnily enough, though, they give people their money's worth, so it's kind of a, not saying it's honest, but
You don't get a complaints line, do you?
They do. They get feedback. I guess they like Uber.
Oh no, they don't get the star rating.
They do get star rating. I don't know. I haven't done it. I gave money to charity once, also other prostitutes.
Was that her name? Yeah.
No, I think they do like an Uber feedback, like, oh yeah, she was really nice, but her tits were a bit saggy.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that.
Item described accurately.
Yeah. Yeah, item described accurately. Oh. So that's the view of Cardiff Castle from the castle grounds from the
That's nice.
from Butte Park. Yeah, this artist, I don't know who he
Yeah,
is,
really
but
good.
really good, isn't it?
Mm.
I'd love to be able to paint. And there's another arcade in town as well. We got loads of these
Harry
arcades.
Potter land.
It is. It's very Harry Potter in Cardiff arcades. You've been up there. You were on
Yeah.
there. I got a photograph of me
That's
in
it,
my
yeah,
flat
it
of
didn't
British.
look like that though. It looked dud. It was in the daytime.
Well, it wasn't in paint. It was more real. So
And it was empty. There
it was
hardly
empty.
anything going on.
So here's some horns of the past that give you some vibrational quality and also some symbol as well. Symbols are quite good. Now, the kids these days won't even know what kind of chocolate bar this is. This is a Cadbury's. This is a Cadbury's 9 bar. A Cadbury's 9 bar of yummy soap with no plastic. This is the indicative of the 1980s. Yeah? You know what
I can smell it.
I can smell
I
it.
can taste it.
Me too. Ah, let's do a big for the pre-plastic days of 9 bar chocolate bars by Cadbury's, Nestle. Cadbury's, Nestle, and everyone else. They all made them. So that's nice. I like this painting because they've managed to capture the glint in her eye, water in the eye, like the sparkle in the eye. You know, the sparkly thing. Yeah. Elon Musk has got sparkles because he's the son of the devil.
Yeah.
He's got
something going on.
He's got the blackest eyes. The eyes of the devil. So,
they're just like weird.
I don't think he's real. I think it's all AI. I think it's all AI. Except when I had that nightmare one night and I woke up and Biden was sniffing my hair. He was like taking really deep breaths in my hair. He's like, Timothy. It's like, I know, it smells lovely, doesn't it? I'll start using Vosey and you'll fuck off. Right. Did you have one of these when you were a kid? No, this is a space pilot gun. Yeah, man. He used to give you all sparks inside there.
Yeah.
And he used to make it
crank it up.
Right? You could get real good speed and fuck your mother's head right up with one of these guys. Keep it going for ages. She'll break. She'll give you what you want. Yeah. I want this for tea. I haven't got it. It's going to take me ages to cook it. And then you just go, zing, 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 zing. You sure you're not going to cook me that, ma? So using them interesting, but quite sad and beautiful Welsh story, okay, of Gerart's grave. And this is a story of a Welsh dog who got mistakenly killed by a Welsh king. Okay. In the 13th century, Llywelyn, Prince of North Wales, had a palace at Bredgwelly. One day, he went hunting without Gelert, the faithful hound, who was unaccountably absent. Okay, he went wandering. On his return, the truant stained and smeared with... Oh, excuse me. What is this? On Llywelyn's return, what's that?
Truant, yeah.
Truant, stained... All right. Stained and smeared with blood, joyfully plans to meet his master. The prince, alarmed, hastened to find his son and saw that the infant was... I can't see, it's missing. Empty of bedclothes on the floor and covered with blood. The frantic father plunged for his sword and plunged it into the hound's side, thinking that he had killed his heir. And the dog was there dying, and yell was answered by the child. Oh, I can't even read that. Crying. Llewellyn searched and discovered his boy unharmed, but nearby lay the body of a mighty wolf which Gelert had slain. And then the prince, filled with remorse, is said never to have smiled again, and buried Gelert here on this spot, and it's called Bed Gelert.
What a bastard.
But you can see his mistake. He
Yeah,
thought, jump
first.
to conclusions. This is where jumping to conclusions. Yeah. So his kid was alive and he killed the fucking dog. And the dog saved the kid.
Exactly.
I
wonder he never smiled again.
Hardcore story, Shiva, you know it. But it's good, it's a good moral in the back of there. It's a good message. It's fucking,
leave your kids alone.
Don't give your kids alone with big fucking dogs. Okay, these are some good street names. Look, would you live in any of these streets? Maybe Butthole Road would be fun. Twat, up by Kirkwall. Twat is a good town.
Hard on road.
Bitchfield, yeah. Crutch Crescent, Fanny Street. We got a Fanny Street in Cathays in Cardiff. I always used to giggle on Fanny Street. Titup Hall Drive, Jugs Close, yeah. And Busty View, Bushbank, Hard On Road, Happy Bottom, The Knob, Cox. Ever been to Cox? Ever been to Titty Hill? Ever been to Slut Hole Lane? British address. Where do you live? Slut Hole Lane. Okay, then. Right you are. It's good to be British, isn't it? Oh, yes, rather. What? See, they wouldn't do this in foreign countries. Well, they might do.
What's a slut hole then?
A slut hole is something to do with coal mining.
All right.
You like pour slurry down a hole, which goes into an outer. I'm making all this up. So here's some Scandinavian types in Sweden, and they found themselves a real Roman ship. Actually, they're in Denmark, and they found a Roman ship. There it is, full of stuff. It's clinker built, which was really good for getting to America. Rather big. You could definitely go a long distance in that big bloody boat. It is really nice. Look at see all the decoration? And they tarted it up and put it in a museum instead in the modern day. There it is.
Oh, that doesn't look like the same boat.
It is the same boat. It's the same engraving. They've added stuff to it. This bit's all missing.
Yeah, all right.
And they've added a bit on from here. See? There's the line.
Go back on the front again.
Okay.
All right, it's not coming. Oh, okay.
It might have fallen in the boat, see?
No, we don't like the wood is angling right to come up onto that. But then again, yeah, if it meets up, yeah, okay.
I see what you're saying, but no. But that is what they do. That's the design, isn't it, for cutting into the waves? So yeah, you could get a few chaps in there, guys, with us.
Oh, calm seas.
Fuck yeah, calm seas.
It has to be calm seas.
Well, do it in July. You could whip across the Atlantic in July, you know.
But you don't have any waves, do you?
6 weeks.
Mill pond you'd need for that.
Well, I reckon you could do it. I reckon you could definitely go. Friday, my second favorite F word. So this is weird how it is like from 1910, and it's crisp HD color photograph of the Romanovs before they were killed. There's Olga, Titania, Maria, and Anastasia, who apparently lived because she had diamonds in her clothes and the bullets bounced off from the Mauser machine gun by the apparently Bolsheviks. And she ended up in Swansea in South Wales, they say.
They all look like something.
They look like princesses, possibly Rasputin's offspring or something. Look at this tiny little book of Henry VIII stuff.
Okay.
So I think that's a good likeness because it's of the period of Henry VIII. I think he's not. No, he wasn't down. Yeah, partly Down syndrome. So here's the mother of those brats we just look at, the Tsarina. She had. She's been taking lots and lots and lots of drugs.
Wow, she could have dreadlocks.
Wow, look at her hair. So
hair.
crowns are definitely create some sort of Taurus, and they are definitely a technology. But her eyes.
Look at her jewelry. Look at all that.
So there was bad rumors in the establishment about Tsarina. Said she had unhealthy relationships with Rasputin.
Rasputin.
And then she had his not put in a jar. Kept in a museum. Yeah.
Really long.
She was dead by then. She was dead by then. Yeah. Look at this lady here then. What do you make of her? That's Lady Grey before they fucking done her in. Look at her. What's this? Is this the Knights of Malta?
Yeah.
She's a Knight of Malta. They still bumped her off. See, even if you're in the club, they still have you. Look at this.
Yeah.
She looks a bit grey. That's why they call the lady.
Poodle hair as well.
Well, maybe that's why they call the Lady Grey. Oh, let's hold hands and let's read Karl Marx. Why in all of antiquity, all of the books, red? Why are they red? And there's some ladies with horns in the background.
He's slipping her an eighth.
He's slipping her an eighth. You are, love, an eighth. Swapped you for the book. Okay. Oh, is it that some yummy 9-bar thing you showed me earlier? Exactly. It's chocolate. It's like a truffle. So this girl loves a bit of rough, as you can see. This is what's called a ruffle. And it took 500 years to build. And many people died in its construction.
It's like a satellite dish.
It is a satellite dish. She literally homes MTV.
Wow.
That face is not actually there.
No.
All that's there is an empty space. This is the best holography you're ever going to see. It's bling vibes.
It was made by 1 million spiders.
It was weaved by the webs of 1 million spiders. There she is in full. She's doing a few Masonic symbols, as you can see. She's doing the old live long and prosper.
She's doing the river dance or something.
No, this means live long and prosper. It's a Masonic thing.
Oh.
And there she is there. Bragan.
That was some serious shit. That must have weighed a ton, that clothes.
But you got to think why they got what? Why they got the ruffles? Well, it's B-Tech, isn't it? They're copying.
Yeah.
So this guy, right? He's dead.
Really?
Yeah, but look at these weapons that they had. This is from the Battle of Cresby. Okay, so it's a medieval battle with Henry V. Once more into the breach, dear friends. He went, and that's what happened. But look at these gnarly weapons they got in the background. 10,000 of them on the battlefield.
You could have your eye out with that.
No, these were mines. These for stepping on.
Ooh.
They put them all over the ground.
Ow.
Yeah, man, there's some nasty, nasty shit they had in the medieval battlefield. So look at this pre-internet chat room using old version of Windows. This is Windows 59. Some things don't change. I am the Elephant Man. This is the skull of John Merrick's, kept in the Natural History Museum because they're weird and twisted, so they wanted to keep his dead body, even like he didn't have enough shit in life.
Like crustacean.
It is weird. And look at his mouth. No wonder he ate on the one side.
That's the least of his worries.
I am the Elephant Man. It's all right. Got a job in the movies and prostitution, so yeah. Anyway, this was the queen, the last queen of Italy, believe it or not, in 1912.
Ooh.
She is absolutely stunning. Her eyes are just absolutely mesmerizing.
Jewelry.
Everything about her. She's just absolutely
beautiful.
Just stunning.
Yeah.
First time I seen that picture, I just stopped. I was like, whoa, captured by it, you know?
Going on her eyes again.
The eyes. But look at that, though. They are just mesmerizing, aren't they? So beautiful.
Elvin silver or something. It's like, what's going on with it?
This.
It's like the elves, mate.
It is a bit like elf. She's a bit elvy.
Oh.
But yeah, wow. She's beautiful. Can you perform under pressure? No, but I can give Bohemian Rhapsody a go.
Not in these tight hands.
No, not in this tight hand. When he's not Freddy.
I ain't got a knob.
So in the old days, if you got a fire, yeah, there was a guy came down the street going, Nino, 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 Nino. And then you pull up outside the house and say, where's the tap, love? It's in the kitchen, and the kitchen's on fire.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, I'll have to fuck off home then, love. Never mind. I'm out my tyres anyway. I was going to take the bike in. I don't want to get it nicked out, yeah. Fucking, it's going to be good. So, poor people have it. Rich people want it. If you eat it, you will die. What am I? So I said nothing, but poor people have it. Well, poor people have nothing. So that don't fit. Rich people want it. Nothing. No. If you eat, you die. If you eat nothing, you die. Yeah. Unless you eat air or water. What am I? So I'm not actually 100% got the answer to this.
Leave it until a bit later, see if you can work it out and go back to it.
I can't work it out. It's fucked my head up for days. Husband, what's for dinner? Wife, nothing. Husband, we had nothing last night. Wife, I know. I made enough for 2 days. You, Ryan. Oh, I know. sure. Not sure. So here's Henry with his daughter, Elizabeth. And we're going to say she's his daughter. I think, look at the lovely carpet he got going on.
Oh,
Everything. They had so much good shit in the Tudors, didn't they? But she's got that beehive thing going on. Oh, the beehive. Look how skinny her waist is. So she don't actually digest food. That's why they never had no toilets in Tartaria. Nobody was pooping. So the ever dangerous crinoline.
Maybe they kept all the shit in there.
They kept all their shit in there. They had a shit bag in the crinoline go. They didn't even need to go to the toilet. They shit on the go. You ever tried shitting while you're walking? No, me neither, but I'm sure it's doable. I know, sorry.
Okay. Emptied it out once a month.
Yeah, but these things used to combust and they're really dangerous. But you could like literally smuggle lots of things in there, couldn't you? But you know, the world's covered in mud at the time. So you got this thing dragging a fucking round.
Maybe it levitated them. Maybe they hovered.
I actually have said that in the past. I actually said that in the past. Maybe it gives you maglev technology like that.
Bones in the frocks up here.
Have you ever seen them African dancers that skip across the mud and they virtually make contact with the mud? Yeah. Well, I was thinking along them lines because they got like it gives them lift. Yeah. Looks like a vehicle, Marianne. It so does, lovely. Looks like a Vimana. So they could have been floating around in them in the past. Oh, bring me some more wine. Oh, what's it like, Sir Walter Raleigh? Oh, well, I've only have a little bit for myself and the Queen, I'm afraid. Smells bloody lovely. Yeah, it is. It's fucking lovely. I got a boat full. What's it called? I haven't thought of a name of it yet. Maybe you can help me with a name of it. I was going to call it Fuck Me. It really gets me battered. But you can call it Gunja. Gunja. Yes, Gunja. I think that's what we call it. I'm gonna have a word with Elizabeth about what we're gonna call this stuff. But yeah, it's fucking awesome. I got a pot full, a boat full. Wow, I'm going back to America soon as. Yeah. So Walter Raleigh on the good news of bringing something back from the Americas. Well done, Sir Walter. Here is Henry's signature. I shit you fucking not. It is not because there's a H, a hen, H-E, hen, and an N, and an R, and a Y, and an E and a Y. Henry. It isn't a Henry. It's just really, really weirdly written. But it is a Henry. I can see that. It's like it's written upside down, isn't it? But it's not. So he wasn't illiterate, was he? Ganja squirrel. Is that what we're going to go for? So here is... I don't think Elizabeth was sexy. This is Iris. Non-shine soul Iris. And she is fully equipped with bee technology. Look at these bee ears. And she's got the ruff. And they're forever gingers, aren't they, in these times? It's like there's no other colour going on. She's got the serpents on her sleeves, look. And a nice orange thing going on. Look at that. Oh, isn't it?
I don't know how long it took them to get.
I don't know. I thought about it. It must take like literally. Well, they have
for the hair and the jewelry.
Well, they have women dressing them.
Layers. I know, but everything has to be right. It's layers of stuff upon layer.
Well, that's what they've done with their day. Nobody bothers doing anything. We, in Moscow, we thought like looking at them, they would be all like fashion conscious, but they were all dressed in like really old-fashioned clothes. Hang on, let's have a.
What's in her hand?
It's a tube.
What's the tube for?
It's a tube, and it's going into here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she's a man.
Maybe it's like liposuction. She's got eyes all over her Guys, look at this shit. Are you all there? 200, 488 of you. Dig this. It's got ears and eyes.
Oh. And there's a tube going into her nether regions.
And there's a tube going into her nether regions. It's going down there and down there.
Into there.
Fucking hell, there's some weird shit going on. Yeah, thanks for not letting me get off. Thank you.
Bike chain around her neck.
She's got a little tiny bit of ruff there. A ruffle, little ruffle. She looks happy enough, though, don't she?
She looks.
Oh, hang on. There's something. What's them? What's them? Feathers. Whoa.
That's mad. How are you going to hold all that up?
See, all of them are diamonds as well.
How are you going to hold all that up?
I really couldn't say. The Queen's crown's supposed to weigh like loads of pounds or something. Just to break a neck. See, did you know this? In 1161, Henry of Blois, the Bishop of Winchester, was the largest brothel owner in the UK, and his prostitutes were called the Winchester Geese. I'm not sure what's happening with this. When it's underneath, looks like he might have sold himself or something with excitement.
Sexy.
Wow, they were sexy, they're medieval women. Look at them. Whoa. Hang on, that don't even look like a woman.
Oh, what's going on with him upside down?
So, what's going on here? He's thinking, yeah?
Laserati.
That's what Spock's thinking, yeah? He's like, fucking hell.
Lasers in space.
Lasers. You're not allowed to say that on YouTube.
What space?
Space. It's the final front. It's the final frontier. But yeah, Uhuru's getting it down, and Spock's like, fucking hell. That's naughty.
Shall I sit here or shall I make a move?
I'm feeling strange in your house right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with this. I think it's a well to hell, or it could be some sort of water technology for, vortex in water. Because if you pour water in there, it would definitely vortex, wouldn't it? Yeah, round and round.
Yeah. It's like something out of an engine.
It does look like a cog could go in there. I didn't think of that, actually. Yeah, like cogs.
Grinder.
Wow, that's really good. If cogs went in there, this could be machinery.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
The Esh as well, TW. Thank you for that. Esh as well. Well. Right. So this guy's on a cathedral. He's a giant because it's
St. Christopher.
It's St. Christopher. He's going to carry you across the Atlantic Ocean because he's that big.
Sometimes he's got a dog's head.
So I think this may be AI. I'm not sure if it's real, but they do look like tree trunks in the desert.
That's nice.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Mm.
The deserts.
They ought to keep that on smoking packets, on fag packets, isn't it? Your teeth will look like this if you carry on smoking.
What? The mountains? It's not true. It is true. So here is a pharaoh elephant, apparently. Nah, he's not. He's got Chinese eyes, though. He's really happy.
He's a Hindu elephant.
He's a Hindu elephant. Have you ever seen on YouTube the biggest elephant in the world? They brought it out of a big door in India like 2 years ago. Fuck me. You should have seen that thing. Wow. It's like 4 times as big as any normal elephant. Right, a load of Phoenician stuff going on, yeah. Remember that stately weird home we went to? We made that video to John Levy in Derbyshire somewhere.
And that was in Birmingham, wasn't it? It was just outside of Birmingham.
It was just like that. Yeah. With fountains and stuff.
Yeah, all the mad stuff. Yeah, it was lovely, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dead posh there.
1875. Who'd have thought it?
It was dead posh. Look at this then.
It was a hotel chain, wasn't it?
Inside a cave, it's got some Bacchuses on the wall, but this is in a cave with a marble floor and statues.
It's a bit crusty, isn't it? What's going on there?
Oh, it's crusty, all right. There it is. It's a grotto in Italy.
The floor's immaculate and it's all crusty.
Yeah, so what's them lights? Yeah. A beautiful geometric pattern.
A mosaic floor.
Boobs there and there. It's a topless woman there and there on a painting.
Like they put the floor in after all this, or what?
Oh, I would say so. But it's really weird how it looks melted.
Weird.
It's a grotto, it is. Yeah, but the floor, yeah, later it must have been. It's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some of these images I grabbed off the photo drop this week. We got some good ones on there. By the Flat Earth British Peeps. So this is in Madrid. Check that out. It's a viaduct.
Yeah.
It's carrying the water into the city. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not been to Madrid. So what's hiding on top of your office? If you take back the tiles, they got that underneath, which you might want to ask yourself why they stick that shit in the front in the first place. When you got that underneath. And they're doing it everywhere.
To kill your imagination and your soul.
It really is.
And your heart. They want to get rid of all the beauty.
They do. Uglify everything. And then painful lights. See you fucking Brian. I can't stand it in these places.
White light. They use it in torture.
They use it in torture. These panels are good for stashing shit up. If you just
well, yeah.
We used to have
Obviously.
we used to have these on one of the ships I was on in the merchant. That's where we used to keep my cigarettes and stuff.
Well, they keep all the niceness.
Yeah, up in the roof. Check them out. Look at the size of them. I know. And are they lit up?
Oh yeah, they've done some.
Don't they look like knee joints?
Yeah, they look like roots of some plants, but they could be. Yeah.
Well, they're prehistoric tree roots.
Yeah.
But imagine the size of that tree, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some lovely pictures here today. Some groovy pictures. Look at the effort on this build. It's okay, Rain. It's only neighbours. Oh. Give us some jerky.
Yeah.
That makes it quiet.
Yeah.
It's like a stair lift. Yeah, it is, Debbie. Yeah, look at the effort on just that corner of that building with the water fountain. Just mind blowing. So this is interesting. This is frozen water, and frozen water, when you look at it in a microscope, because it's the same geometry or separate geometry like snowflakes, but snowflakes are all individual. Now, if you imagine like snowflakes like star forts, no two are the same. It's weird how it's got like this this lattice work inside it, which looks like it's electrical connections.
Looks like those things that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go right back to say, not saying there was an ice age, but a cold period, what if the water was structured by the Antiquitech devices in the past, and all of the water in this place, which is why we're living in this bullshit fake paradigm, nowhere near what we're supposed to be. Yeah. I think that they structured the water. I think that they have literally charged the water with their spells and this. Look at this. What
looks like a beetle.
It looks like a beetle.
Like a robotic beetle.
It looks like nanotech.
Yeah, it does.
But these are like wires, aren't they?
Yeah.
And look at the symmetry in it as well.
Yeah, look, you've got the lines going around it to connect it all.
Yeah.
And what's in the middle? So the power bank.
Well, the power bank, yeah.
Bits there.
Can this be?
Oh, wow, it looks like.
It's just craziness that's inside the snowdrop.
You have to have a look at sigils and stuff.
Well, I thought sigils. Funny you should say that, isn't it, guys?
In the middle.
No. And a hexagon in the middle. Look.
Hex. It's got the hex.
It's got the hex, yeah.
It's got the horns.
And the horns.
It's a little devil.
So I think that they charged the water in this place, structured it, because this is the Phoenician paradigm. I think they tell us with the allegory. So look at this Durac. There's clues in there. They got the jester. He's covering his eyes and he's using his all-seeing eye.
It's got the third eye going. The three horns.
The three horns. The jester, and he doesn't need to see. He can see with his mind.
What does Durac mean?
I'm not sure.
That's interesting, though.
I think it's a foreign language. But that is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, in the mirror bit, in the frame.
So, was Michelangelo actually doing a self-portrait of himself in a fanciful sort of nature, being as because of his orientation? And in fact, he is the Mona Lisa when he was younger. Michelangelo, because she looks a bit, like, I don't know, androgynous. She looks like she could be, anything. So there is a chance. I'm just saying, and it is a chance that Michelangelo is actually the Archangel Michael. So here's a nifty little map of the Hyperborean. Still love that idea from Canada. Me, if you're in chat, that the land masses are created in the north, and in the south are the older land masses that have just floated out there. I love that idea, and I think there might be something in it, especially with the icebergs, where the tides originate. There's loads, of. I really like it.
Maybe the land masses are carving and not the iceberg.
Oh, do you hear what Mel said then? Maybe the land masses are carving and not the icebergs. Yeah, I love it. I know you need is a millennium for a new map.
Carving, and not just carving, but carving.
Not carving. Love it. Yeah. So this is a helmet of antiquity, and there's a close-up. It's made of bronze, but there's more to this than meets the eye. Look at that close-up. I'm wondering about the manufacture. What is it exactly? It's bronze, as he said, but look at this.
Yeah.
They tapped these in with a hammer, and what would be the purpose? Just decoration?
No.
No, I don't think so either. And these things here on the side, maybe that's the strap, isn't it? But what? Not there though. It's crazy, isn't it?
They protect your temples.
Well, it goes quite far up if you look. It's got like an aerial on the top.
Yeah.
You see that? Like
So
a spark plug.
That's just directing everything towards the top, or those diamonds are all going up. I know they're all going down, but they're all going up to the top, aren't they?
And it looks like that.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
Is,
Yeah, no, really cool.
What's that bit on the side? Sorry.
Sorry.
Underneath that.
That I would say that was for the strap to hold it on. Because it's in that place where the strap.
Maybe they're hearing devices as well.
Well, do you know what? Or a communication device that would just click on, put in your ear for on the battlefield.
Yeah.
And you got the aerial already on it, look.
Yeah,
so you can get direct
that's
signals.
An antenna. It's like one of those Tibetan temples.
I love it. I definitely like that. I like that.
Got the nesting thing on the top, look.
Yeah, it's kind of juicy as it really is. Juicy. Juicy. This one's incredible. It's Church in England, but it looks like that's a plug. Like something just plugs the fuck in there, guys. Yeah, and this, it's not exactly, I'm guessing they had smaller cymatic windows, but the whole thing, and this there and that there, look like something just comes along and plugs the fuck in, charges up, and then goes away again.
It was a big kettle.
Well, a big balloon maybe, or some sort of craft, but really, doesn't that look like exactly like a plug socket? It's mad. Can a dummy? I'll take my wrench then. Oh, I'll give you that for being such a clever clogs then. There you are, kind of dummy. Mod you up, bro. Okay, there, my friend. Okay. So here's a Phoenician. Apparently they're getting round. They got the harps as well. You know, which is the sound quality, the weapon. And you'll see them a lot, and they're riding on the back of these like ugly whales. You see them all over the antiquity, all over the statues, on waterfalls. You see these strange, ugly whales with tusks.
What is that?
I don't know. They're strange creatures, but they're all over antiquity. The Phoenicians ride them.
Bow.
Yeah.
It's on top of the water.
I was wondering.
Rowing. It's a ship, isn't it?
It's got to be some sort of ship, hasn't it?
Some boat.
I thought they were in submarines because they came from the depths. Like you said, Phoenicians coming up, the first thing they would have seen is the sun, and that is the corona. That is the crown. And that makes sense. I love that. So Chicago, beautiful. Look at this. See this building here that you can see in the back of this arch? This was demolished, this ginormous building, for no good reason. Took them months and months to take it down. Why they did it, well, you can only wonder. Look at these marble columns. Yeah, horse and cart. All of this stone. This is a massive building, by the way. It goes right the way down there, look. Yeah, and demolished it.
Look how they've cut that thing in. It looks like they've just stuck it on.
What, this?
The arch, yeah. It's like they just stuck it on and onto the old photograph itself. It's like that.
It actually does look like it's been superimposed onto the photograph.
Yeah, it does.
It says Santiago and Manila on there.
That's mad.
Yeah.
It's too clean, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is too clean. And everything else is fuzzy. That's weird. That it could be the case. Wow. So this was going across the British English Channel to Le Havre in the past. Why they haven't got it in the modern day is craziness. So it's a ferry. I'm guessing it's steam powered, but great big air balls that turn.
Mad.
You ever seen anything like that before? I was going across to Le Havre.
It's like a floating pier.
It's like a floating pier. And look at how comfortable it would have been as well.
So how does it work?
Well, these seem to be like large balls. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that these things turn. They look like they turn. So there must be some sort. I know it looks smooth, doesn't it? How would that give forward momentum?
Yeah. And what's that chimney thing? So there's a chimney thing going on there.
Oh, I'm guessing it gives them buoyancy. And maybe there's just one flap or two flaps or something.
They should have sails on it, shouldn't they?
Look, they got masts for sails. That's probably for an emergency if the engine goes down.
Have somewhere driving it.
Well, it hasn't got a hull. That's the buoyancy, isn't it?
Yeah. That's weird.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen nothing like that before. It's crazy.
Hovercraft.
Yeah, the hovercrafts are crazy loud. Have you
So
heard
they'll
them?
have fans in them, not balls. Maybe they've got fans in there.
Oh, inside.
Yeah, that are pointing obviously down.
Oh, well, yeah, they could
They
have
suck
fans
the air in
inside.
through the chimney, and that distributes to the fans, which pushes the air
Oh, I like that.
into those
That might work.
skirts,
That might work.
and that gives it the lift.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
that's a hovercraft then.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
That's what it looks like to me.
They were so noisy, hovercrafts in the past. It's unbelievable. Look at the size of these things in the museum. Yeah, look at that. Imagine walking in there, right, sitting in that chair and just looking up and then seeing these.
That is mental.
Hermitage. They got them outside as well. They just have these inside.
I've seen them outside, but
yeah.
I've seen them inside anyway.
Yeah, no, inside as well.
Where's that?
It's in Petersburg.
Wow. Mad.
Craziness, isn't it? What about that? So you put it on your head.
Yeah.
It's a Faraday cage for your head.
So the top part is a hat. The bottom bit is just a hat stand.
And there's and it's all made of copper, so it's going to protect you from any electromagnetic radiation. And this is from antiquity.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the chainmail done exactly the same with the knights, etc. You can see it's like Chinese decoration, dragon, but it's definitely a Faraday cage.
So that Tibetan hat had scores in it to turn it into a cage, didn't it?
Oh.
The engravings on it.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Well, the lines, yeah.
Crazy that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd like to see it on.
I thought that. The size of this for antiquity. That's under column that they carve this creature. He's just sitting there in awe, that guy in the corner. Look, why, imagine you could live in there. Who built this stuff then? Because they ain't fucking you, that's for sure. So this is over a Coptic church, right, in Europe. I was trying to wonder what, if there was any significance. So a boat with a serpent there. What would that be?
North Star.
North Star.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I was thinking this is constellation of stars. It's a man and a woman
on a bow.
That looks like it's
going to a boat.
Oh, I don't know.
They're going to the boat.
And this one looks like a one of those bones out of a chicken, wishing bone.
Yeah, wishbone.
Wishbone.
They look like things out of the sea.
They do look like things out of the sea.
Yeah. What's above it? What's all that stuff above it? That might give you.
Well, there's a face there. It's just like what you'd expect to see on some of these wheels and geometry,
All
and
the
these.
ziggy-zaggies,
Yeah, you get them on churches. I think there's 7 of them representing the 7 domes of heaven. Usually, as you count 7. But yeah, it's part of that technology. I imagine it all like just being active in the imagination, man. Just all moving. Look at this then. Radium bath. So basically, you sat in here and radium gas would seep all over you and heal you. And it would heal people from many, many things. Radium treatment in the past. And look at these things.
How did they keep it in?
It's not like a liquid bath. I think
that's what I'm saying. It's gas, so where's it going? It's in
well,
a net almost.
I was wondering the same myself because I was seeing these grass bits underneath. You see, there's like twigs and grass.
Maybe there's something sucks it through that, filters it.
Yeah.
Through that grass.
But yeah, I'd love to know how exactly they do work. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe it recollects. Maybe it gets sucked down and then back.
Or maybe they're under there, in there and down below.
Yeah, so it's.
And the water covers them or something.
That's weird.
It is mad, isn't it? And if anyone knows anything about that in chat. This is like when you get a limb cut off and then you feel like a phantom pain and an itching in the leg that is no longer there. Because it's in the program, it's made an indentation in the program that just stays there. You can see here a leaf being cut, but you can see there's a phantom region that is still electromagnetically charged, even though the leaf's not there anymore. Humans exactly the same. What can that tell you about this realm? Seems like it's got a little bit of a holographic quality to it, doesn't it? If something like that can keep a charge that's no longer there anymore and it leaves an imprint on reality. What about this? Looks like Anubis. So what's he got? He's got a jar full of unks. He's literally pouring a load of unks out of a jar or out of something. Or maybe he's just pressing the end of it.
Like chains.
They do, but yeah, it looks like that. But they are unks, aren't they? Unks. They're unks.
Yeah. But they also look like chains where they go.
So why does he look like that anyway? Why has he got a human body and a fucking...
Like beak.
Yeah. Why is there so many cryptids? He's got a bit of an egghead as well, haven't he?
Nice to see the rest of that.
Yeah, it would be nice to see the rest of that. This is a good book. I have got it. We'll go through it one day if you want. It was written in 1689, Voyage of Tartary, and it shows a Tartarian lady. And she is a big girl, dressed in beautiful silks like the Hyperboreans, beautiful music being played, you know, nothing harsh in its environment. It looks like a beautiful civilization. And there's your Tartarian giant. And they built all this. And what's my evidence is this photo. It's just mind-blowing to think that all of these tiny little people built all of that massive shit with decoration on tiny horse and carts. Look at the size of the city in comparison to the tiny dot people.
Right.
Doesn't make no sense, does it?
Right.
And look at
to a pushback.
And look at that. We on them walking tours on YouTube, watched one earlier in Naples in Italy. Oh my God. What a fucking shithole. It was like Dhaka or something. It was covered in vandalism. It was really bad, guys. Pissing everything. But in comparison, Florence was absolutely beautiful. The walk tour there. So this place has obviously been left a long time to rack and ruin. Enormous doors compared to these people. Built by giants. It just has to be. They coexisted with us at some stage, or they were definitely here Tartarian giants. I'm convinced of that. And then the little fishy fuckers turns up with wine. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Would you live in there or?
Yeah.
I go in there for a video, for a YouTube video. Stay there in a night or two. It's going to stay there a while as long as the storm don't come.
You do it up a bit.
You could do it up.
It looks like it's been there a long time.
Yeah, it do, don't it?
Must have been storms.
It's a bit like that way, you know, a bit like leaning, but yeah, still there. The roof's on and everything. Fuck yeah, I go for it. So, remember I mentioned the menorah, Jewish menorah earlier. Well, it's in Judaism, it's in Mexico, it's in Russia, it's in Thailand, it's in India, it's in Cambodia, it's in Greece, in Christianity. You can see it on cave paintings. You can see it all over. There is a bit of a code going on with it, but it's definitely, as I proposed in my first book, The Holy Grail of the Flat Earth, that it is a device, and in this case for healing. And this is why they...
A menorah.
A menorah. Menorah for men's auras. So it's called a menorah. That's why it's called a menorah. A menorah. Fucking hell. It's all in the fucking words, isn't it, guys? Menorah. Man-ora. Oh, fuck a duck. No. Oh, my God.
You missed me, Auntie-Mark.
Oh, it's good T-code that was. Fucking well done. So there's more shit going on in the sky. Look at these fuckers. There's another sword in the sky. This keeps happening. Keep getting these big swords in the sky. Look at the size of this door, though. Nice. I know. Look at these pictures this week. Absolutely juicy. So juicy. So they're looking around like they're not going for a prey or nothing.
They're going to do a Spanish dance or something.
A little flamenco dance. But look at the size of that door.
That's amazing.
And again, with that Moorish feel, it's definitely an Arab influence on this store, isn't it? But yeah. It's something. Look at the size of it. Why? Just insanity. Menorah Boreas. Oh, Menorah Boreas. Oh my God. So this is on that church I showed you earlier that I mentioned, and you can see there's nasty little gargoyles on it. But what's this fucking thing on the side here from antiquity? I wonder.
It's got a tablet and a charger.
Oh, it could be a mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that's on Ely Cathedral in Lincolnshire.
What's on that shield? It looks like a battery pack or something.
Well, I don't know. What is on that shield?
Yeah. It's like, what is that?
Don't know. And then you got this weird fucking thing. Looks like a tablet. And there's a guy, like a nasty man, who looks to be strangling a kid. Yeah.
Like, leave my fucking laptop alone.
Yeah, he's what it is. He snicked his fucking laptop. He's dropped it. This is the tail, yeah. It's like, you little bastard. You're fucking nickmate.
Been looking at porn.
You've been looking at porn.
That's his phone there as well.
Yeah.
Just below the kid.
That's his mobile.
Yeah.
Wow, that is trippy, isn't it?
Yeah. And what's behind the
It is a
gargoyle?
demon.
There's something on his back, is there?
Yeah, there's something on his back. He's got
What's
wings.
that?
Well, he's half beast with hoofs.
Oh, yeah.
He's got hoofy woofs. Look,
Yeah.
it's Bacchus.
Yeah.
He's got wings and hoofy woofs and horns. So he's a demon, isn't he?
Hold of the hair and hold on. Oh,
No. He's definitely
around the neck.
He's got wings. He's got hoofy woofies. He's got horns.
And he's got hold of the neck of the child.
Who's dropped his book as a book,
Oh, book, yeah.
and his tablet,
Yeah.
which may be a chalkboard.
What's the wire to it?
That's what I don't know.
Is that the rubber?
I don't know. So if you lived in Germany in the past, or whatever country, this looks German to me, yeah, what you would do is play your guitar, yeah, and get a fuckload of speakers in the background to blast the shit out of the neighbours. Nah, it's an oven. I actually seen one of these in the Czech Republic. It's where you keep your food warm. Yeah, the whole thing keeps warm. You see they're keeping a pot warm? The whole thing is made of tile. And the whole thing just keeps lukewarm. And you keep...
a big wheel.
Sorry, this bit on the top.
Yeah, a big wheel on the right-hand side. There's like a ship's wheel almost.
Oh, that's a loom for doing thread.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is how they lived in the old days. Food all warm and cushy.
The accordion going.
This is brilliant. Look at this, guys, right? This is in a national park in Africa, right? In Kenya. And it's an Arcadia tree, right? And I'll show you an image here. So it's in the middle of nowhere. And all of these tracks are all of the animals that have gone to this single tree to take shade underneath it over time. Look, just millions of animals over time. It's bonkers, that, isn't it?
It looks like the sky, doesn't it? It looks like a meteor.
Oh, it does look like the sky. And it looks like that's just like a meteor crater, and it's just caused impact striations. I thought
maybe that's the roots, and the animals follow the root lines as well, because they kind of...
Why does one tree grow in the middle of nowhere and nothing else there?
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just sustains enough moisture to keep it going. So here's your balloons of the old days. If you look on the engines, you can see that they've actually got platforms that men used to walk from the bridge onto like some sort of landing or a platform just in front of the engine. So like a viewing platform, if you like. But remember, these things were full of levels and floors. Some of them was bigger cities inside. It's ridiculous. So this one's here, New York Times. Incredible little story. Norwegian ship. I've covered it on Flat Earth British. Norge safe in Alaska after 71-hour flight, forced down by fog and ice. Okay. Forming on ship, crossed North Pole, found no new land. So dig. Even in this period, they were looking for new land in the North Pole. But they announced in the press, because they're really trustworthy, that they didn't actually find any. If you can get a balloon over the North Pole, why aren't we all ballooning over the North Pole? Would you pay for a holiday in balloon for a North Pole balloon trip? Fuck yeah! This is interesting. Einstein. On the 6th of June, 1907, University of Bern, a letter. Dear Mr. Einstein, your application for the doctorate has not been successful at this point in time, and such as you are eligible for the position of associated professor. While you post an interesting theory in your article published in the Annales de Physique, we feel that your conclusions about the nature of light and the fundamental connection between space and time are somewhat radical. Overall, we find your assumption to be more artistic than actual physics. artistic than physics. And they go within the modern fucking day with all of their space fucking bullshit. Oh my shit. And that's what they really told him. Fuck off, nutter. You see that before? It's mad, isn't it?
Oh, if it's true.
It's so fucking hell. It's just, you can't make this shit up. It's brilliant. Right. There's something going on with spiral staircases to heaven. Look at this, though, right? So can you imagine, right? And you crush your head. You're walking down here, you get on the staircase, you walk round and round, and when you're by here, right? Or when you're by here, you can look down into all of that down below and look how low it goes. And all of it is wood and decoration. I look at that tapestry to look at as well.
It's like, how much time?
That's what I was thinking. Well, the time and the effort. The craftsmanship.
Just to draw the plans for that.
Well, I don't even think they do. I think they just folly it as they go, don't they? Look at that. How can you put a design in for that? Somebody have said, I know, I want a bloody good staircase spiral in the corner over there. Out of this door here. Yeah? Crazy good, isn't it? Yeah. So this is interesting. Cadillac chair, Campus Martinus in Detroit. You got a throne in the middle of Detroit. An ancient British-looking throne in the centre of Detroit. The Cadillac chair. I wonder what that's all fucking about then. Oh, this is an arches that used to be local to me. I actually watched that get demolished, blown up. It was the biggest explosion in South Wales next to World War II, they said. Yeah, it was amazing. So, yeah, Berlin disappeared and got fucked up because of these things. Katyushas, they would fly in the air and hit the targets from quite a distance away. Tens of thousands of these a day. Tens of thousands of Katyushas. Look at that. Just insanity. Look at all that. And all that's going to land on population. All of that. Look at that. How many?
Absolutely disgusting.
Imagine that coming down. Fucking craziness. Yeah, Katyushas.
Great, yeah.
Katyushas. Hark, lark the ark in Cardiff Arms Park. She's listening. Shh. Listen very carefully. Can you hear it? Do you know what that is? That's your Brian. That's your Brian talking. Check this out for headwear then, right? Okay. And I know she looks like the woman out of The Shining. Shelley Duvall. She died recently, you know. Yeah, she did. And she wasn't looking like all of that in The Shining. She was quite good looking when she was in other films.
All right.
Was she Robert Duvall's daughter?
She might have been.
Is it?
She might have been. So,
yeah, she got a crazy happy hat on. Loads of lace going on. Let's check out this happy hat. And she got a corona or a thing going on. And loads of jewels. Oh, that star up there. Stars.
Yeah.
So
another one on the other side they missed out.
Oh yeah, it's out of the frame. These are if they're skinny images, I get them off Pinterest. They don't do wide images on there for some reason. So this building that's all messed up and looks like it's blown up here. Isn't this an anchor?
Yeah.
In these cannons.
What is that? Yeah.
That is an anchor, right?
Yeah.
And these are cannons. So these are all bits. And this is what's called a siege machine. And they're all inside a building that's been destroyed. But yeah, definitely looks like some, ginormous anchor.
It does. Why is it there?
Don't know. Why? What happened? I don't know. Just craziness. This is a lovely HD image of Paris. I studied this for the longest time. Apart from, I worked out that it's probably 10 o'clock in the morning because of the shadow on the lampposts. There's nobody there. There's not a fucking soul on the banks of the River Severn in central Paris in this photograph.
River Severn?
River Seine. It's not the River Severn, that's local. You can see Notre Dame in the background and the one that took the fire a couple of years ago, this mast. Oh, no, there's just, you can see a bit of it on the back, actually. But yeah, no activity. Doesn't seem to be anything going on in Paris at that period. But what a stonking HD photograph of an empty Paris. Termites build cathedrals.
Yeah.
They were plagiarized by Gaudi when he did that cathedral in Barcelona. Because it doesn't look like the one in Barcelona.
Like it made of the same stuff.
Oh, as we say in Cardiff, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Right. Okay, what's the time? How are we looking? 7:30, 8:30, 9, 10. I've been going for 3 frigging hours. Right. I'm going to link this up. This was a brilliant little book of prints from, I would love to go through them, but the time, 1500s engravings. And they show some of these like sort of weapons or these instruments that I was just showing you in some of these. And it's a lot of hermetic sort of coding in these pictures. But they are fantastic alchemical informational pieces for decoding. Look at this. Dog versus a lion and an elephant. Already dead. Baby. That's not a baby fucking elephant. So I'm going to declare war on the past. So gladiators apparently killing animals. He chopped his chunk off. I'm sorry you had to see that, guys. The people, not too worried about. The elephant?
Yeah.
No. That's a no fucking no. So here are these guys with flaming torches and shields rounding up what look like lions and beasts. Lions. So they are collecting lions here, which can't be an easy task. What they're going to do with them, I don't know. And what are they called? Leopards.
Jaguars or leopards.
Yeah. So I don't know. They look like they're drunk or something. There's something in them, and they're like laying around like poisoned or something. I think they poisoned them. So they declared war on the Phoenicians on the countryside.
Yeah.
So they're caging them all up, okay. And I'm guessing he's going to be in the Zeuses of Europe.
They're getting everything, aren't they?
They're getting everything, aren't they? Yeah. So the medieval people, they're capturing all of the animals, cows.
They always have to interfere, don't they, people?
They do interfere and they fuck with nature, which gets me more. Why don't you just mind their own bleeding business and leave them be? They're the only things in this film that ain't in this place that ain't guilty of anything. So they got big fuck off guns and they're going to shoot a load of boar. So it seems mass murder on animals in this book. Well, actually not loading up. There's one image we missed. Excuse me. Knights killing bears, fighting bears. What would be the point? Well, that's brave of them, isn't it? Fucking hell. Wankers. Oh, shit. Sorry. Now, this here is the tag. So these are supposed to be dragons, but they are actually wingless dragons. They're giant serpents, apparently, on the land. And they kill them with loads of arrows. So we've apparently got giant serpents that look like that.
And why not? We've got normal horses and normal people. Why would they make up the creatures within?
Well, that's true. But look, they've got to burn this like dragon and kill them. So that's not a crocodile. That is a wingless dragon. But they do say serpent here. They don't say anything else other than no dracone. So 1500s, this place is nuts. So they're feeding the pigs to crocodiles and bashing them with stones. Fuck me, this is like the worst horror film I've ever seen. Dogs and snakes. So they're just pitting animals against one another. Oh, look at this. Back in Rome, on the Phoenician harbour. One of those crazy whales like I just showed you again, yeah? And loads of naval things. And there's the emperor up in there. They're going to use the animals for entertainment in the...
She's looking at you on the edge. Isn't the baby looking at you as well?
It's weird.
Yeah.
He's having a bit of bitty.
Yeah.
Bit of bitty.
One on the back or one on her back. Is that looking?
Wow.
Yeah, there's that statue. With the
He's got the ball as well.
Yeah. That's in like with the World's Fair thing, isn't it? That statue.
That is in the World's Fair, that statue.
Yeah, it's like all water around it like that. Is that a picture from when that was built then? I think that's the World's Fair.
Oh, that's
in
interesting.
Paris.
This is the Americas it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that looks like, is it the Paris one?
Well, look at these. Look what they got on their heads. What the fuck is this? Yeah, look at this. Big Trouble in Little China. They're all doing it. They're going to go dive in there. They're going to go and attack the sea. Just declare war on all the fish.
Yeah.
And the birds. Birds, fish. So there's only the bugs left. Oh, yeah. Let's just get the whole army and kill every fucking thing.
Oh, God.
How fucking very dare they share their realm with us. Dodos. Well, we know what happened to the dodos now, don't we?
Yeah.
Photographic evidence right here.
And they said that wasn't that long ago when all the
500 years ago.
Right, so.
And it's this nuts. It's 520 pages of murder, apparently.
Yeah.
So I won't be sharing that anymore. Look at this nuttiness, though. She's collecting shells for the purple.
Yeah.
Making purple dye. Making purple dye. Yeah, it is. It's all in Latin. So fucking old. He's got glasses on. He's got goggles. They got diving goggles on.
Yeah.
And they're getting coral.
They're just robbing everything.
They're just ripping this. Look at this civilization already exists. So
look at the size of them compared to the mast.
Yeah, they're huge. But that might be a small boat, though.
Maybe. That's weird. I was walking in the water already.
So just traps. Look at these, what they're doing to them birds. They're covering their heads. They stick them in the hole. Oh, they're horrible.
They're horrible.
So, yeah, I'm not going to look any more of this cruelty. Fucking hell. If it was battle pictures, I wouldn't be too bothered. But this is just fucking horrendous. Jesus H. Huh?
Come on, teeth, everything. I
can share that with you later as well, guys. There's a nice little link here I can share with you in the description as soon as I finish this show. That passed to me 1604 Theatum Machinicarum. So it's basically machines of 1600s, and they show you gardens and designs and geometric patterns for some of these gardens, like Versailles, for example.
Like Chinese patterns.
Yeah, look at that. And the geometry that goes into it. And some different follies, yeah. Water features. Well, they pump all the water for them as well, don't it?
Circuitry, isn't it?
It is circuitry. That's the thing. I don't like animals' pictures being abused. Okay, fuck that shit. Look at that. And I'm sure there's these sigils hidden in these. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. All that effort and all that technology and all that wisdom. Flower of life in that one. So I'll link that up to you. It goes on for a bit. I don't want to carry on there for a bit. I've got so much. I had more images, but we're going on for 4 hours here, guys. So this is a link that I shared in my description. Shamanic Garden does these herbal mushroom concoctions for health benefits. I've been trying them myself. I think they're quite good. If you have tried them and got them yourself, pull back to me, say what you think about them. That would be great. So I can know. Because, you know, belief is everything in this place. And, you know, I might be just telling myself that they're doing good. And there's my website. You find that down below. You can donate to me. You can buy books. I'm an author. I got a couple of books. I've got an archive of videos. One of my channels is missing, but I still got them videos. Might put some of them back up. It's just what you allowed to say in this day and age is the problem. What you want, really, I think. I think you just, you know, fucking in the realms of, you know, tip your toe about.
Speak your mind.
Speak your mind.
But okay. Don't be hurtful to anyone.
Well, no, my prime directive is above all be kind.
That's right.
Otherwise I'll just hurt my own feelings and then I'll end up crying. So that's not good. So another 4-hour show. Happy Sunday morning in Australia. Verity Walker. Yeah, you can buy my books on Amazon. They're everywhere. Waterstones, you name it. Fucking Barnes and Noble. But yeah, Amazon. The link's down below in the descriptions box for my books. Do I sing Omo, Momo? Yeah. Momo. Yeah, do that. We're singing bowls. I got a singing bowl up by there. As long as it doesn't happen to them, innit, Ian? Fucking A, bro. Debs? Good to see you. Thank you, India, for linking up Shamanic Gardens and some healthy stuff for people. Frequency.
Yeah.
Oh, Pittsburgh Wills really contributed today. Thank you for that. Nixon and our lovely Joy. You're no angel. don't have to be lovely. Oh, as long as we're trying and we're good to others, that's all that matters. Oh, there's a lot of unpleasantness in the realm at the moment. It's not favourable in the Martin world's realm. I can't be dealing with that. Not on my watch. So I won't be doing any of that. Superb. Thank you, Vibes. Very lovely. So yeah. So I was going to do an audio book. I had it all like sorted out like a couple of months ago. I may have shouted it and all of that, but I changed my mind with all of that. Alpha Billy's talking to my lovely friend Marianne. Marianne. I'll think of a song for you, Marianne, with dimples in it. She's got dimples and no pimples. Her name is Marianne.
She's not simple.
Yeah. She's got dimples. She's not simple. Her name is Marianne. Good, isn't it? Lewis, if you wanted me to write a song about you, just say. Debs. Okay, so I hope you're all having fun and you're all keeping your vibes up. Make sure that I'll be back in a day or two, as you know, and keep an eye on my community page for anything going on. Next Friday, before next Flaterday, I'm over at Rise Aboves. I'm going to be presenting Tartaria, mud floods, and everything else. It's going to be, I swear the info on this channel is incredible. 9.5. We know. The rest of YouTube here doesn't know because basically it's not negative enough. This doesn't fit in with the new, the negative default mindset system of the people out there. So it's not favorable. But I don't actually give a shit because it's my channel. So it's just like, that's good. Hippie Shake. She used to have a name I couldn't even pronounce. I was like, I can't be dealing with that, Hippie Shake. She come back with Hippie Shake. She's a legend. Donate to Martin if you feel thine worthy. Would be very, very grateful and appreciative of anything like that. Potheads. Okay, that's like Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Remember them? Flobber, lobber, lob. Get out, you're pissed. And Nixon. Get out. You can't even talk properly. What are you growing in them pots? Flobber, lobber, lob. Bitty, yes, Debbie, Bitty, Homelander is a superhero and owns the world, and he likes a bit of Bitty, apparently, and he's a 45-year-old man, so Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let's all have a Stevie Ray Vaughan moment and Jimi Hendrix knew that he done Voodoo Child lots better than Jimi Hendrix. Hats up. Stevie Ray Vaughan was a legend. I think he's dead, isn't he?
Both legends. They're both dead.
Jimmy's my all-time favourite. Everyone knows that. I've been going on about him forever. Jimmy's like, I had a spiritual connection with Jimi Hendrix once years ago. He was here. He was there in the room.
Is there?
Yeah, I was tripping. He was touching me. I was like, Jimmy, I love you, brother. And I looked down and it was a bunny rabbit. I was almost right. Training van. Shine your light. Good to see you. Your thoughts and energy affects the water that you drink. And bathing. I do. I try to change the atomic structure of all my shit with my Brian. Yeah. Say, I love you, but not love you. It's a bit weird. Just. You're really good looking food. You're going to taste awesome. That sort of thing. Wow, you're a beautiful potato. You're the finest potato I think I've ever seen. Yeah. So it starts talking back to you. Do you really love me?
You're going to eat me, aren't you?
You're going to eat me, aren't you? It's like,
lying, aren't you?
You're just using me. I'm not. I'm going to peel you. Oh, that's not a good thing.
Lovingly wash you.
Oh. They're trying. They're trying. Let's give them a break. Okay. 4 hours of fucking flat earth British. Fucking hell. And there's 400 of you still here. Well, you're going to have to go off and find something else to do in a minute because I'm going to go off and do my thing. Eric, the healer, Reza, good to see you, my man. Jimi Hendrix is Morgan Freemason. I love YouTube. This thing's something weird, nutty things. I love it. It's like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Why not? Fucking hell. Even though he probably... let's see. I want to see if Morgan Freemason can play guitar. Because he's got, but he doesn't seem to play guitar. But maybe he'd blow his cover, innit? Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
I think Beyonce's a laddie.
Boy once.
A boy once, not Beyonce. I'm on about Bjork.
Oh.
Bjork.
Be awkward.
Yeah, be awkward. Human behavior. It's just something.
Some tunes though.
She's only that first debut album, and then Hyperballad.
Yeah.
That was trippy, but the rest was just like shit on a stick. If you are watching, Bjork, I really like you. I don't speak any Icelandic. I can imagine it sounding interesting. Good. Grateful for you all. Grateful for you all too. Thanks, guys. Wiggly fat thumbs. Is that a Guinness? No, Bob. It's not. It's got a harp on it because it's an angel sent it to me. There you are. Oh, what? Tring. Welsh invented Guinness. Fucking skanked it over there. I could cause a war saying that, couldn't I?
You could cause us a lawsuit, yeah.
No, but everyone in Cardiff says Guinness was made here.
I don't blame everybody else.
I got it from somebody else in Cardiff that told me that. I'm just saying it might be true. I'm not sure for definite. You can have it anyway, Ireland. It feels better drinking it from Ireland. Gets more drunk for some reason. Yeah. Morgan Freeman can play guitar. Saw him in a movie. I saw that movie. He was shit. I know the movie you're on about. He was just strumming it like he didn't go. And then he's like that with his teeth. And then behind his back. It's like, fucking hell, steady on, Morgan. Fucking hell. No, I can't see that happening. Anyway, who's swearing? Joy. Stolen identity, the bastards. I don't know. They're trying. Hit the like button. Do all our funky flat earth things. I hope you enjoyed the topic tonight. Doming, Antiquitech Doming, the possibility of that, and all of them incredible all-world instruments. Wow, didn't they sound fantastic? Yeah, give me goose fucking pimples. All right, they were a bit flat, admittedly, like the earth. So there you go. Ka-ching. All right, then. I'm gone. Make sure to sub. Do all those groovy many wins. Have a wonderful weekend, Hippie Shake. How often do I stream? Once a week, usually. I try to do 2, if I can, Neen. But yeah, I'm here every week. Keep an eye on things. Yeah. Otherwise, the rest of the time, I'm doing shit. Flat Earth British Empire. The new guy, what are you doing? Another successful show. What does that mean? I have unsuccessful shows. Guinness is good kung fu. Yeah, put lead in your pencil, mate, and it's got an iron bar in it. Like what's them things you break into buildings with called? Crowbar. It's got crowbar of metal in there, or a 6-inch nail. So yeah, my mother used to have a glass of Mackesons, never Mackesons, every single night. Yeah,
Sweet, yeah.
It didn't keep her alive or healthy. Martinus Rex, yes, that's why I'm King Martinus this week of Wales. Can I have Wales?
Yeah.
I'm having Wales. Okay, yeah.
Of the free world.
Of the free world. Tom Jones, yeah, you're my bitch. What's that woman that sings the opera, the sexy one? Catherine Jenkins, yeah, you too. Yeah. So I'm the king cat, and what I need is ladies in waiting. I don't know what they do. They wait around or something, but all royals get them, and I sound pretty good. Yeah. So King Martinus Rex is just putting it out there. Fantastic show. Thanks, Bob, my brother. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Romanian Bear, my brothers here. Have a good night. Nostalgic. Okay. Boom Shanka. Make sure not to do anything I wouldn't do. May the seeds of the wrongs be forever fruitful in the belly of your woman. And be epic. Above all, be epic. And don't worry about things, because if you're worried about things, watch an episode of Flat Earth British and you'll be so baffled and perplexed by everything that you've seen, you're going to forget about your worries. So do that.
Worry about other things.
You worry about other things, like your sanity. Nah, you'll be all right. You'll get over it eventually. Thank you, Lynn. Eventually. Eventually, you'll get to like it. Okay. See you later. Thank you, Juicy and Lucy. We'll check you out. We'll check you out. Loosh. What's that? The loosh. I don't know what that word means. We don't have words like that in Britain. It's a cultural thing. You got to click the notification bell to get me coming back. Okay. Thanks for that, Vibes. Okay, I'm gone because it's going to be 2 and 5 fucking hours. Is that 4 hours?
I don't know.
Oh, my shit. See you later.
Bye.